gonna just like start y'all off on just white screen because I'm still loading in. Where am I? What was I doing last? I don't know. I think I was just exploring. Right, this thing. I know what I'm doing. Anyways, it's me, finally. It only took me another 11 days. Okay. Who needs more than that? When they give you characters, surely you only put 2 of the trial characters in there. Who cares? I don't. See, I know you can get through it with only the characters they give you. Okay. Game. So I might have done a silly, and I might have gone through literally all of the Natlan Archon quest, just just because I could. Not doing the greatest right now, am I? Oh well. Oh well, I mean, I just actually looked at my score. Never mind, I'm doing fine. Are you sure about that, Shalonen? Yippee!
Oh, nice rhythm.
I just almost completely lost my one and only ball. See it like that. I'm stupid. Who cares? Never claimed to be smart. Oh, yippee! I got all the rewards! And now we wait another 10 hours for the next one. Am I gonna be awake in 10 hours? Probably not. Anyway, and then we go do commissions. Claim that one encounter thing. My commissions are all the way over in Leeway. So ooh, there's a challenge over there. Didn't even realize that. I have a feeling that other teleport waypoint was gonna make me climb, and that's not good. Wait, hang on. Who wants what? Ooh. Hell yeah. Gotta love OSTs. Ah, from Luke. Okay. Am I gonna read that right now? No. This way. Why'd that bitch not die? Normally they do. Okay, yeah, just keep going this way. Just gotta make sure I'm going the right way, you know? I suck at reading the map in this game. I have a feeling they are not part of it. Definitely not. There we go. It is below me. I didn't mean to actually fall off yet, but okay. Sabotage. Yummy. I figure punching it is probably easier, you know? Fuck. There we go. Shut up, Farissa, you're fine. I'm so mean. I shouldn't be mean. Bit, 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 bit. Okay. Increasing danger. Crazy. Guess we're gonna make sure that danger doesn't increase. Hang on. Gotta love notifications to clear. There's a chest I haven't gotten? What the fuck? My fault, I guess. Get your fucking shield out of here. There we go. Potato.
Did that grow out of the ground? What?
Yes, fall, bitch. Now, I am done with commissions. My bad, bro. Didn't mean to run into you like that.
Add astro.
Shut up.
Thank you for
Anyways. What do you want? Oh. Right. Okay. I guess I should actually go do what my title is saying that I'm gonna do. Yippee. I was like totally meant to do this forever ago. Wait. Let me make sure my dialogue sounds are up so you guys can hear it. Okay, it's at 2. You're good. You'll be fine. Hello, Kale.
Good morning. Looks like you're awake. Yip yip.
Been awake.
Prepared some breakfast today. Please have a taste. I hope you'll like it. It's nice to have you here so we can eat something yummy.
Food.
Well, now that I've recovered from Elazar, I'm feeling better than ever. I can even prepare 4 or 5 meals a day now.
Yippee!
I bet they're all delicious. Oh, by the way, someone brought a letter for you after you went to sleep last night. Nope, Paimon wanted to read the letter with you after you woke up, so Paimon didn't open it. Alright, let's read it now. Oh, it's from Nilu. We're going to hold a feast at the Grand Bazaar and celebrate Sino's reinstatement as the General Mahamont.
Yippee!
As heroes of Sumeru, please be sure to attend. I'll wait for you. The date of the banquet is written on the back. It's in 2 days.
Hooray!
I also heard that you've become heroes here as well. That's amazing. Sometimes I'm really envious of strong and confident people like you.
But you're pretty cool too.
You're embarrassing me.
Yippee!
Anyway, let's go to the Grand Bazaar to have a look. Oh, before you leave, be sure to inform Master Tainari.
Hello, Mad Cat. Hello. Yippee!
Good morning. How do you feel today?
We feel much better. How about you?
I'm recovering well. Thanks for asking.
Well, from the looks of it, you seem to be already busy with work again.
It's fine. I'm not that busy, really. The Elazar patients have recovered, as well as Hypatia. For now, I only need to tend to my forest watcher duties.
It seems once Irminsul started getting better, everything else started to recover too.
Yes, but there are still some residual effects. The withering is one example. Though it won't spread anymore, the existing zones won't just disappear. We forest rangers will still need to do the work.
By the way, we have some good news. Sino got his position back.
This news is hardly new. He had already mentioned it to me before.
Damn.
Huh? You mean he was already here? Why didn't he come to say hi to us?
He visited once, but he was afraid of disturbing you while you were resting. He just asked me a few questions and left.
And you probably already know all about the celebration feast.
Celebration feast? No, I haven't heard anything about that.
Huh? But didn't Nilu say in her letter that they would celebrate Sino? He didn't tell you?
Maybe he doesn't know.
Perhaps. Or, alternatively, he doesn't know about it either.
Come to think of it, Sino doesn't seem like the type who'd enjoy a celebration feast. You and Kale are both Sino's close friends. Why don't you come to the feast with us?
Kale has taken over some of my tasks these days. I don't think she'll have time for it, not to mention me.
That sucks.
You see, some VIPs have come to the forest recently.
Huh? VIPs? Very important Paimons?
Well, technically speaking,
I love
they
reading
are
it before
former
they say it
VIPs.
and reacting.
The sages involved in recent incidents have begun their training in the Avidia Forest, and the people they had previously imprisoned have all been released.
Huh?
Yes, he's a little weak, but he isn't injured and his condition is stable.
That's
Lesser
good.
Lord Kusanali, in her boundless mercy, has decided to spare Azar. and
Paimon
the
is
other
emergency
wrongdoers.
rations. Yeah, we knew that.
Supposedly, they were ashamed of their shallow ideologies, and have decided to dedicate the rest of their lives to cultivating wisdom in the Avidia Forest. When they learned that Lesser Lord Kusanali had defeated the Balladeer and saved Irminsul, they were shocked at first, but also became happy, feeling that the sacred light guiding them on the path of discovering wisdom had begun to shine once again. As a result, work has increased for the forest rangers.
Damn.
That sounds really exhausting.
There's nothing we can do, really. But that's another topic. Back to the matter at hand. Are you two planning to head out?
Ah, right! We're here to request permission to head out. Would that be okay?
It's a little
Recovered
late for
well.
that.
You may go, but be careful.
Yay! Will do!
Just gonna ignore the fact that my traveler is currently pyro aligned. And you only do that after, you know. You know. Also, I have no idea where this Dendroculus would be. I see it on the map. Can I get to it? No. I'll take some Mora. Why not? Take some Mora. Why did I say that? Follow the little line on the floor because I still don't know how to navigate this place. Yippee!
Well, there won't be any problems if the feast starts at that time. Everything has already been prepared.
Mr. Zubair, I finished tallying things up here. Well, except for the guests.
Is a simple reply really that much to ask of our guests? It's affecting our arrangements.
Oh, it'll be fine. Besides, it never hurts to get things ready in advance.
I was thinking the same thing. The feast will be held sooner or later, right? Hey, Nilu! Traveler, Paimon!
Yippee!
Got your letters, and here we are! You're the best. The other guests haven't even replied yet. Huh? Are we the only ones that have arrived? Yeah. I had someone deliver letters to all of our guests. But maybe everyone is still busy with other things.
Look, I get it. Sumeru is in an extremely important period of transition right now, but even if your friends are important figures, they shouldn't just ignore your request like this. Nilu is Sumeru's #1 celebrity after all.
I mean, yeah.
You have no idea how happy I am to talk to people with good taste.
If you consider enjoying Nilu's dances having good taste, then almost everybody has good taste. Because Paimon thinks everybody will love her performance.
That's right. We all think she's amazing too. Nilu is an absolute favorite among those of us who frequent the Grand Bazaar. For Outlanders, you have a great eye. Master Zubair, let's have a vote for the most outstanding audience members next time. I think these two may win.
Nonsense. It is not for us to determine the value of an audience. But indeed, we could try giving gifts to people with particularly good taste. I heard there's a device in Fontaine called a camera
I have like
that can
3
record
of
people's
those.
appearances
I'm
and
pretty sure.
reactions. Such pictures would make superb gifts.
Ooh, good idea. I wonder where we can find one.
You guys are so funny. There's really no need for that. I'm satisfied just being able to perform here. There's always a lot going on at the Grand Bazaar. Yeah, and that's why I love it here. Traveler and Paimon, could you help confirm if the letters were actually delivered?
Yeah.
If for some reason they didn't receive the letters, then please tell everyone that there will be a feast here.
You got it, boss.
We can also check out how everything in Sumeru is going now. When I wrote the letters, I heard that Dia was in Port Ormos, and Alhaitham was at the Academia. As for Sino, we've only heard that he appears at the Academia from time to time. I'm not too sure about Ramon's whereabouts. My guess is that he's with Dia. As for Dunyarzad, I just hope she's feeling better. I sent her a letter, but I was afraid of disturbing her. If you have time, please ask about her for me.
Okay.
Got it. Let's go, Traveler.
That is very up. Goddamn. Okay. Follow the sparkles. They will lead me to where I need to be. Yeah.
We haven't seen Alhaitham anywhere. Let's ask that person over there.
Asking random strangers things. My favorite.
Hey there. Have you seen Alhaitham around?
Yes, it seems Scribe Alhaitham has gone to the House of Dana. You should be able to find him there. But you're already the second group of people I've seen looking for him today. He must be quite the busy man.
Oh? Who else was looking for him?
Mr. Cave was just here asking about him. You wouldn't believe how terrible their relationship is. And now you two are here. Don't tell me everyone's here looking for gossip about the sages.
No way. We're strictly here on business.
Ah, I see. Sorry, I thought maybe everyone's as interested in rumors about the sages as I am.
Bro likes gossip. Ba, 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 da, ba, ba. Yum. Yippee!
Alhaitham should be around here somewhere, right?
Oh, you mean like right there?
Oh, he's over there. But it looks like he might not have time for us.
Just put down
He's
that
talking
worthless
with
book
his
and tell me what
roommate.
happens in the academia.
This is not just some worthless book. Do you have any idea how difficult it is to find a physical book like this in Sumeru?
It doesn't matter. It's probably just another thing that you used your authority to get your hands on anyway. Just put it aside. Listen, I came back today only to hear that the sages have disappeared.
Oh, you sound surprised. I thought you would already know the inside story.
Would I be here asking you if I knew? You're the scribe, not me.
so just tell me what you know already. Well, I almost became a sage. Huh? Oh, don't sound too surprised now. You're the renowned Kaveh, light of the Kasharawar. Besides, as a master builder and craftsman, chances are you'll be appointed as a sage too. Why do I feel like you don't really mean it? Huh. What makes you say that? Why would you question my heartfelt sincerity? Maybe it's because you've never said anything good about me before. Yeah, well, I share a similar sentiment, and anyone who knows you as well as I do would surely do the same. Oh, you... See? This is why I hate to
I was just standing in the background watching what is going on.
Gets in the way. It seems that you really can't stand my personality.
And they were roommates.
What was your first clue? Well, then you might as well move out of my house. Are you threatening me? Stooping to a new low, I see. And don't change the subject. You, a sage? What a joke. The academia might as well just close tomorrow.
Are they having a fight?
Forget what's going on with the academia. Haven't you been busy with your construction project? Tell me, when are you going to build yourself a mansion? Don't get me started. I get angry just thinking about it. So, what great building did our master architect work on this time? Like I need to tell you. Keep your nose out of my business.
This is really funny to me. I don't know why.
No, I think you deserve to know. Where were you when Sumeru needed you most? I was in the desert for a large project, but considering Haravatat's utter ignorance of architectural and aesthetic matters, you probably wouldn't understand. Which is truly unfortunate. I can only pity the man who doesn't understand the first thing about beauty and romance. Unlike a true... hold on, wait a second. What do you mean by when Sumeru needed me most? Well, while you were out fiddling around in the desert, many people came together to save Sumeru from a crisis. Ha! And you think I'd believe that? Look, all you really need to know is that Azar and all his accomplices have all been overthrown. Huh? What nonsense are you talking about? It's no skin off my nose if you don't believe me. It's not like my Darshan was the one trying to apply for funding from the Grand Sage. Yours, though, on the other hand... You know what? I'll ask around. I'm sure someone knows what's going on here. You're dead if I find out you're lying to me.
No, he's not.
Oh, it's you two. What's the matter?
We're running some errands for Nilu. Have you received her letter?
Letter?
I'll take that as a no then.
She sent out a letter inviting everyone to a celebration feast in 2 days at the Grand Bazaar. We'll also be celebrating Zaino's reinstatement as General Mahamatra.
If she addressed the letter to all Hatham of the Academia, then the letter should have gone to my office. I've been busy these days, so I haven't had time to check for any new mail at my office. I only now have some free time to attend to personal matters.
Have you always been so busy with your work?
Of course not. I'm only busy these days because several sages have been dismissed recently, and the whole Academia was practically turned upside down.
Kainari told us they all went to train in the Avidia Forest. Apparently they will spend the rest of their lives there.
That is already the best possible ending for the likes of them. 4 of the 6 great sages were possessed by their desire for power and attempted
Okay,
to create a
Maccat,
new
thank you
god.
for the lurk.
In order to pull it off,
I appreciate
they even
it.
imprisoned the other 2 rational sages. To imagine such things could take place in the Academia. I don't know where to begin.
Yeah, you're right. Huh. Feels kind of strange to hear them called that after all this time. But then again, the 6 great schools sounded pretty impressive too.
Yes, at least that's how they're supposed to sound. It's said that when the Academia was first founded, the Dendro Archon herself established the 6 great schools, each representing one of the 6 different types of wisdom. Numerous Darshans have sprung up and faded. Only the 6 Darshans attaching themselves to the 6th grade schools have stood the test of time and obtained permanent seats in the academia. Now, the 6 Darshans are nearly synonymous with the 6th grade schools, and the leaders selected for the schools are the 6th grade sages. Among the 6th grade sages, there is one central leader, the Grand Sage. Unfortunately, only the sages from Vahumana and Amorta remain now. They were imprisoned for opposing Azar and were only rescued after Azar's downfall.
So who's managing things in the other 4 schools now? Do they need to find someone new?
Yes. Normally,
Hello,
new
new
sages are
chatter.
selected based
How's
on
it
a
going?
strict set of criteria.
Oh, did I
Happy
miss
Wednesday.
that
Is it Wednesday?
becoming a
I
sage?
guess it is.
Being with you, we could have a huge connection in
I
Sphere.
don't keep track of what day it is anymore.
Yes, about that. You didn't let me finish my sentence. The person in charge of personnel affairs nominated me to be the Grand Sage in place of Azar and help Lesser Lord Kusanali manage the academia. But I refused.
I don't have any concept of time passing anymore.
Can't you be a little more ambitious?
I'm not even interested in being one of the 6th grade sages. Like I said before,
I don't
don't
have a
like being a
job
leader.
or school, so
Right. So are you busy
I
with
lost all
stage time
concept of what time is.
That's not my job either. I'm only responsible for
It
handling
happens
important
though, you
affairs
know.
within the academia before the new sages take office. And the first thing I'll do is reject Kasharawar's application for funding.
By the way, who was that other person just now? Is he your friend?
Do we look like friends?
Paimon doesn't know. That's why Paimon's asking.
His name is Kaveh, my roommate. You could say he's the representative for Ksharawar scholars. Which is exactly why he always has so many problems.
So everything that's happened recently must be a huge change for the people of Sumeru.
Such is the work of the Academia Scribe.
Well, anyway, no matter how busy you are, since you are our planner, remember to attend the celebration feast in 2 days.
Alright, I'll see you there.
Yippee! Do you stream daily? No, definitely not. This is my first stream in like the last 10 days. I just kind of vibe. I stream whenever I want. Which oftentimes is never. I'm trying to get better about streaming daily, but I don't have the energy most days. And it's the little tiny bit of just, a little bit of depression. It's fine. I'm working on it. But I've been really not good at streaming lately. No, I don't watch any anime. I literally the only anime content I consume is technically this game. I watch animation, but not specifically anime.
Is that Paimon I hear?
Huh?
Oh, it's been a while. How are you doing?
Dinnerzad! It's been so long since we've seen you!
I'm doing well. I can go as far as saying
Do I have any
never
favorite
been
character
happier
from
in
this
my
game?
entire life. I don't know if you've
I've
heard,
been
but
asked this
Alice
question
is
and I
so
still don't know how to
completely
answer it
disappeared, and all
because
the patients have recovered.
there's so many good characters.
Knowing them and the connections they've got, I'm sure they've heard about it.
But Razor always holds a place in my heart because he was my the first person I mained, the first character that I mained playing. But I don't know. A lot of people have grown on me as I've done their story quests. I don't know. Can I say I'll hate them? I just think he's neat. He's bitchy, and I love that for him, you know?
That's right. My lady is feeling better now, so I'm accompanying her for a walk.
Why do you still call me that, Dia? You've already informed my father of your resignation.
I guess I'm just used to calling you my lady. Old habits die hard.
Resignation? You mean you're quitting?
Yeah, I might start losing my edge if I keep being a bodyguard for the Homayanis.
You know that my parents and I are fond of you, and that we appreciate you very much. It wouldn't be a problem if you wish to continue to be our bodyguard.
I'm not a woman that's easily persuaded. You should know that by now, my lady. When I took this job, I had already decided that I'd quit as soon as you'd recovered. It's time for me to get back out there and chase that horizon.
So what are you gonna do now if you're not gonna be a bodyguard anymore?
I want to take a risky job and put my body to the test again.
Huh? But we literally just finished one of the most dangerous jobs ever. Are you getting bored already?
I know. If I hadn't joined in that plan with you, I wouldn't have come up with this idea. I guess I still get fired up by that feeling of going all out in a fight. It made me realize that I'm still a mercenary through and through. Life is short, and I'm happy that I got to be a part of that operation. But the whole thing also made me realize
I don't do
that there are
anything for a
still
living
many
at the
problems
moment.
in Sumeru.
This
And
is
as a
the
desert
only thing
dweller,
that I really
I'm
do
still not
outside of just
completely ready to settle
existing
down
at
on this
home.
side of the wall.
I have been looking for a job
I
though,
remember a friend
so
had someone bring you a message.
You mean I'll hate them? I didn't expect him to still remember that. I thought he was joking.
We just came from talking with Alhaitham at the academia.
Did he tell you that he suggested that I come work at the academia?
What?
I heard that Azar and his cronies fell from power, and Alhaitham told me that now was a good time to find a job in the academia, but only if I wanted to.
oh, what expertise do I have?
Whoa.
Not much.
Paimon can't see
I'm
you being
18,
anything other
so
than a
I
mercenary.
don't have much
Me neither.
experience
I
or
think Dia would look
knowledge.
great dressed up as a scholar.
Ugh, forget about it. I wouldn't last 10 seconds in there. Alhaitham probably just liked the way I worked and knew I'm good in a fight, so he suggested I find some work in the academia.
But you know, if you take him up on the offer, Sino might actually agree and let you become a Matra. Because you're super amazing.
The Matra have all the talent they need as long as they have Sino. I prefer to be free to live however I choose. In fact,
That's what I'm working on right now. That's
because I knew it'd be right up my alley.
why I'm streaming and why I have the follower count up in my corner.
A lion has to return to the wild
I'm getting
sooner or
close.
later.
Getting really
If
close.
anything, being your bodyguard has been unfamiliar territory for me.
I don't want to see you go, but I'll respect your decision.
I'm glad to hear you say that. Come on, no need for the sad face. It's not like we'll never meet again. Once the whole Dendro Archon thing is settled, everything in Sumeru will take a turn for the better. That makes me happy too. But a peaceful society will probably mean less demand for mercenaries like me. Before long, we'll be a dying breed. So I'd better get to work while I still can.
Huh? But wait a second. You make it sound like you're leaving now.
Well, no, not yet at least. I promised my lady I'd
Have
stick around
I
until
thought about
next
how I'm
week.
customizing my channel? Yes.
Have you been
I
at work
have
almost this
ideas,
entire
and
time?
I
We were
should
wondering if you had
probably
received a letter from Nilu.
work
Oh,
on
did Nilu write to us?
actual,
She heard you were seen in Port Ormos, so she sent the letter here.
you know, icons and
Huh.
stuff. I have
He was probably sent to the inn
emotes
that we're
for
staying
whenever
at.
I unlock
My
those,
lady has been very
but
energetic lately,
sub badges and
keeps
stuff
taking me on
and
hikes,
channel points.
staying
I've
out
got
even through
ideas.
the
I just
night.
need to
By the time
draw
I
them
get
out.
back, the receptionist is usually off napping on the job.
Right, and we tend to leave quite early in the morning, so
Mm.
the old man and
Yeah, I've
Daniels
thought about
also
overlays,
usually
but
goes home.
Some of my
The person on your
VODs, I end up
I bet the
having,
letters at the reception
I
desk.
end up turning them
I'll go check
into
later.
No wonder there was
videos on my YouTube
never
channel.
received the letter. Good thing Lulu asked us to
Those are
come
in the
pick them
works. So I try
Sorry
not
to
to
make
have
you
too
take them all
much
the way
crowding
out
the
here.
screen.
It must be something important for Nilu
Eventually I
to
want to add a
specifically
chat
write to us like
box,
that.
at least, but
She said they were preparing
that's
a history feast in the Great
about
Bazaar.
it
We'll also
for
be
what else I
celebrating
want to add.
Sina's reinstatement as General Mahamatra. She was hoping you could come.
Great. I'll be sure to attend.
Count me in too. But is there some sort of dress code or anything for the feast? Can I just show up looking like this?
Since it's being organized by Nilu, I don't think she'll be too picky about that. If anything, I think she wants to see us as our most natural selves.
All right, then this is how I'll show up.
The feast will be
I'm
held
all good.
for 2 days.
If I want to make an overlay, I'll make it for myself.
Sure.
You know,
Thank
part
you
of
so much
being
for
an
letting us
artist.
know. We'll see
Amateur
you then.
artist, but still artist.
By the way, do you happen to know where Sino and Raman are?
The General Mahamatra always comes and goes without a trace. Normally no one knows his whereabouts.
Oh.
But last time we met, he mentioned that he had something to do in Aru village. You can try your luck there. As for Raman, your guess is as good as mine. I only remember he said that he had something to discuss with Sino. You can ask Sino when you meet him. Don't mention it. You better get going.
Alright, on to our next stop.
Yippee! I'm guessing I'm going into the desert. Yes. Yes, I am. Cats! Aw. I scared one away. I didn't mean to.
It's been a while since we last visited Aru village.
Hundreds of portfolios, just had a thought if I don't commission people, really. I prefer to do my art myself so I can make it how I like it. I appreciate the offer, but
What brings
no
you
thank
here?
you.
We recovered well, and Tanari agreed to let us leave, so now we're out and about again.
It seems Gandharvaville's medical treatment is still as good as ever.
And Tanari is recovering well, too.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, you're the one who brought us to him when we lost consciousness, right? Thanks for that.
You're welcome. Tainari has excellent medical skills, and Kale is quite attentive. It was the best place for you.
But why are you just standing here like a dead tree?
I'm meeting some people.
Oh, you mean Candace?
I've already talked with Candace and the village chief. They're still at the usual place. You can go there if you'd like to see them. But you know one of the people I'm meeting as well.
Oh, by King Deshret's blessing, my friend suddenly appears in the desert. Don't tell me you've run into trouble and need us to help now.
Raman! And, Sataria?
Oh, you know me?
Oh, well, you're pretty famous in the academia.
I'm just lying to her
Don't
to you.
worry, these are our friends. No need to be so guarded.
I see.
I'm doing well. Many good things have happened recently.
Same here.
Water.
Really, I feel that my whole life has started to shine after suddenly finding a new direction.
Oh, tell us everything.
Yeah, you go ahead.
My bad, I probably should have taken my water bottle away from my
suppose I
mic
should
when I
start by
closed it.
saying I've decided to leave the academia.
What?
It's not that I've given up on being a scholar. Instead, you could say I've found a new identity. I will no longer pursue research like a typical scholar, but I have not completely given up on my relationship to knowledge either.
I can see what you're saying now.
What do you mean?
I plan to leave the academia and return to teach here in the desert.
Wow, so you want to become a teacher?
Sataria will return to support education here and teach people from the desert. She can't teach everyone on her own, but there are many of us Eremites all over Sumeru. She came to discuss a collaboration with me and hoped that I could bring her ideas to the Eremites.
Yes, it's my hope that the Eremites can help me select a group of smart people with the best aptitude for teaching. I'll teach them, and after they've finished learning from me, they can go educate more people. That is the true meaning of education and the spreading of knowledge.
The people of King Deshret suffer from sandstorms, exile, and ignorance. Miss Sataria is more than welcome to come teach here. Her arrival is like a star shining in the desert night. The stars have always guided caravans, thieves, soldiers, and travelers who get lost in the night. They lead those in the dark out of trouble and back to safety.
Oh, please. Where's all of this coming from? I'm starting to feel a little embarrassed.
You deserve these compliments. Mercenaries are accustomed to danger and don't fear death, which is why we recognize extraordinary actions that common people would easily overlook.
Sataria's idea will bring much good to many people.
At first, I feared it was destined to fail. Everyone knows that the academia doesn't allow scholars to teach in the desert without permission. As you know, all knowledge is under their surveillance and control, and very few desert dwellers are as lucky as me. But what I heard at that time has been haunting my heart, as if there were lightning bolts constantly bombarding my soul. Sataria, you tread a treacherous path, and the longer you ignore it, the tighter the academia's grasp on you will become. Sataria, why haven't you gone home? Never forget that the desert that belongs to you lies elsewhere.
Miss.
These words sparked something in me, and I knew that I had to bring something back to my people after going home. I gathered up the courage to approach the Grand Sage, only to find that he was no longer at the Academia. Lord Sino told me that Azar didn't belong there anymore.
Azar has received much-needed punishment. Though, if you ask me, it may have been too light. You probably have already heard.
Lord Sino helped me obtain permission to leave the Academia for the desert, and accompanied me here to discuss collaboration with members of the Eremites. My plan was able to go smoothly thanks to him and Rahman.
You're all doing so much for the desert.
Aside from that, I also have some other business to discuss with Sino.
Lesser Lord Kusanali has allocated many resources to support and develop the desert. I've done some business for her, and part of it required the assistance of the Eremites. I applied for a few batches of educational materials from the Academia, and sent them to several groups in the desert, as instructed by Lesser Lord Kusanali. I believe the people will make good use of them.
That's exactly what the people here need. Physical books and other related items. If it weren't for Sino and Lesser Lord Kusanali, I'm afraid we'd never be able to get our hands on them.
Apart from this, the Academia is also recruiting scholars that are willing to teach in the desert. I'll let you and Sataria know as soon as I have any more news. We must be persistent about this, and maintain these resources to ensure long-term effectiveness.
This is the first time in hundreds of years we've had a glimmer of hope. I think this may be the turning point for the desert. Remember these words. Here lies our faithful priest, Kasala. His wisdom is a miracle among the people, deserving of high praise and admiration. I hope people with wisdom like that priest will rise again among the desert dwellers. Then we'll once again see the wisdom and glory that once shook the world.
Enough about us. Are you here to discuss some business too?
No, not at all. We're actually here on behalf of Milu. Milu wanted to write to everyone, but she wasn't sure where the letters should be sent, so she asked us to come find everyone personally. A celebration feast will be held in 2 days at the Grand Bazaar. She hopes that all of you will be able to attend.
Yippee feast!
We'll also be celebrating Sino's reinstatement as General Mahamatra. the academia after the feast.
Celebration? Feast? It's the first I've heard of it.
Kainari was right. He really didn't know.
This feast is for you, Sino. Sounds to me like you'll have to be there.
Well, not necessarily have. Don't force the man.
It's rare to see that kind of expression from Lord Sino. You must not like feasts very much.
No, not really. But I'll go.
Well, I still have a lot to handle here. Besides, I need to look after Miss Sataria in the desert, so
Damn.
to pass.
Shoot,
I'm
darn.
afraid I won't be able to join you. Although, if you'd be so kind, please give a message to Miss Nilu for me. The message is, I'm sorry for how I treated you before, but now I understand the beauty of your dance. It's like a light shining in the sky. You and the art you symbolize are not only beautiful, but also lively and powerful. So much so that it was prohibited.
I'm not gonna be able to
Please keep
remember
dancing,
this.
and someday, I'll be able to appreciate your art in person.
Okay, we've got all that down. Our job here is complete as well. Oh, Sino, remember, party's in 2 days. Make sure you're there.
Got it.
Here's the thing. There's another cat! I'm just gonna preemptively teleport over here. I'm a very giggly guy. It said 19, right? I think so. Gonna tuxedo cat? Yeah, tuxedo cat. I was confused for a second, then I remembered the cat that I pointed out. And then immediately teleported away from.
My parents say, today's the big day. Let's go to the Grand Bazaar and see how the celebration's coming along. What I like to do is stack my plate up high and squash it all down
Okay, yeah, I could go this way.
and wolf it down in one go. That way, I get to eat my fill without wasting too much time.
Okay, Carissa. Yippee!
Everybody's already here. Looks like we're the last ones to arrive.
You're here.
Ah, there you are.
Good evening.
Well, look who finally decided to show up.
You look like you came here immediately after finishing up some work. I'm very happy to see you
To be fair,
here.
I did sprint in here, so.
Late, are we? It's just that everyone else arrived ahead of time.
I propose that the last one who arrived be put in charge of today's speeches.
Nah, there won't be any speeches today.
Thank God.
Really? Well, even better.
Come join us over here. Let's share some great food and drinks and chat about all sorts of fun things.
Everything looks quite good.
Wow! Paimon can't wait! Traveler, just look at all the delicious food here.
Neat. I probably should read this. Hold on. Everybody eats and drinks before enjoying the performance prepared by Nilu and everyone in the Grand Bazaar. Yippee! Time passes gradually in the wonderful atmosphere and the beautiful evening. Aw, I didn't get to finish it.
Delicious! Oh, this grilled meat tastes amazing! The food was special.
I tried my hardest.
Everyone in the Grand Bazaar.
I couldn't get through it.
And we have gifts that were sent by the residents of Sumeru City when they heard we were holding a feast. Everyone that came said that you saved Sumeru and wanted me to thank you all on their behalf.
Feels kinda nice to be seen as a hero. I could get used to this.
Being a bodyguard is also a hero's job. You've always been amazing, Dia.
My lady sure has a way with words. Thanks. I'm glad to hear it.
And I'm happy to meet everyone that participated in the great plan.
Don't mention it.
Come to think of it, we've really done something
For a second, I like
impressive together.
panicked
It's
and was like,
unbelievable.
wait, am I still streaming from core
owe it to
stuff?
our
No,
abilities.
I'm not. I'm
And luck.
definitely not.
Really? Why do I remember everybody
My chat is
thinking that
connected on my
lovely
OBS. I am
spells and
not
feeling like we
streaming
hardly
from
had a chance of
cores.
succeeding?
That's how I remember it too.
It's luck that brought us together, and it was luck that let us form a team. Then, it took even more luck for us to formulate a plan and implement it successfully. Moreover, judging from the results, everything worked out well.
Yeah, everyone gave it their all when it mattered most. It was almost like a performance. We took the stage and put on our best show. Everyone played their part, and thanks to everyone's efforts, the performance was a great success. So,
I'm getting
would you say we're
hungry.
good actors,
I had a
too?
sandwich for lunch, but it wasn't filling.
It's such a blessing that Lesser Lord Kusanali was able to return to power at the Academia.
Yes, even after being abandoned and neglected so many times, she's
Oh,
finally returned. Lesser Lord Kusanali once used all her power in a great disaster, which resulted in her losing all her wisdom and memories of the past. The Academia basically abandoned her because of it.
that's not how
This
that
should be
went.
something everybody should remember. Huh? You look surprised. I didn't say
Sorry,
anything
the
wrong,
cut
did
to
I?
the traveler's
No,
face.
everything you said is correct.
That's good.
Something wrong?
Yeah, what's with that face? You knew all of this already.
Yeah, sure, my mind was somewhere else.
Even if those two giants of the Academia are here, I still have to say
That's not how that
those sages
worked.
really have some
That's
nerve.
not how that
500
went.
years ago, Lesser Lord Kusanali used all her power for the people of Sumeru, and what did they do in return?
Seems that after everyone forgot Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, their understanding of Sumeru's history also changed. Now everyone believes that Lesser Lord Kusanali has been Sumeru's archon all along. Maybe I'm the only one in all of Tibet who remembers that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata ever existed. Oh god. As the witness of all that happened, I shall respect her choice and keep the secret for her.
If you bite the hand
Yeah.
that feeds you, don't act surprised when it turns into a knuckle sandwich, right, Sino?
Perhaps I shouldn't say this, but their treatment of Lesser Lord Kusanali calls for a more severe punishment.
This is
You
true,
could simply
but also...
tell Lesser Lord Kusanali that you wish to have Azar and his accomplices severely punished.
I respect our deity's decision and won't interfere in any way. While we're on this topic, why didn't you accept the Academia's invitation to become the Grand Sage?
Are you trying to say that I'm fit to be a sage?
Not at all. But every person handling the selection process has said that you are the most suitable candidate to lead the Academia right now.
Why? Because he dethroned Azar from power?
Could you try to put it another way? This is a good thing, yet you're making it sound like I overthrew Azar for my own personal gain.
But seriously, though, I always wondered if you had some personal motives behind it.
I did have my own motive, but it had nothing to do with being a sage. If the rules of our nation were suddenly cast by the wayside, then it wouldn't be long until chaos ensued. I had no intention of letting their dreams disrupt my life.
By that, you mean your life working as the Academia's scribe.
Precisely.
Wait, is that all? So, that's the only reason why you joined us and came up with all those plans?
It's reason enough.
You've certainly got quite the personality.
You flatter me.
All right then. How about you? You've already resumed work as the General Mahamatra, right?
That's right.
Will you be happy with that life?
It's not about being happy. There are merely a lot of things that I must do.
Even so,
Bro's so
keep your
grumpy
spirits up
all
and
the
try to be
time.
happy, okay? And try to smile more every day, just like I'm doing now.
Thank you. I'll keep that in mind.
He is so fucking grumpy.
I seldom participate in such lively gatherings, but the atmosphere here is quite good. No. This gathering today has a unique meaning. The Grand Bazaar is lively because the people here feel happiness from the bottom of their hearts, unlike the farces at the Academia. That happiness is an emotion that'll be forever alien to those bookworms who have driven themselves insane by studying. I seem to have taken both keys when I left the house. Oh well.
That's one of his idle animations.
My lady, the grilled meat over there is delicious. Have you tried it?
Yes, I also tried some fruit just now. Oh, they're very sweet. What an amazing place to relax. No wonder everybody likes to rest at the Grand Bazaar.
You said it. Oh, look who else is here.
Hello.
Hello. I'm so happy Nilu invited everybody. Oh, now I have the chance to meet all the heroes.
Hey, less of that polite chit-chat and more eating and drinking. The feast is about having fun, not stuffy formalities.
Okay.
The atmosphere here is good, and everything is delicious. Yeah, I don't often come to such places, but it feels quite good. I have a lot to handle these days. Otherwise,
I know I'm raised up, but the height difference is funny to me.
there's always next time. We're friends after all.
Yippee!
This feast is pretty good. I like it.
Hooray!
There you are, traveler.
I'm overheating.
How is it? Are you enjoying the feast?
Take off the jacket.
If there's anything you're unhappy with, just let me know. I'll be sure to take note of it.
That was too much of a hassle for taking off a jacket.
That's good.
I do have
Time I've ever invited
gloves on,
somebody
so that makes
exceptional
sense, but
people to
also,
one place.
what the fuck?
I was a little nervous myself. You see, every guest here is quite extraordinary. It's unbelievable that we've got everyone together here. Almost like a fairy tale. Make sure you live it up tonight. I'll be happy as long as you're enjoying yourselves.
Yeah. I'm glad the traveler remembered it, because I did not.
If I have a chance in the future, I would really
It
like to invite
immediately
you to
went
one
out of my brain as
performances.
soon as
I
she
can't
stopped
explain why,
talking.
but I just feel elated right now. Thank you.
Yippee!
Hey, what's wrong? Your head is starting to droop.
Me.
Can't just fall asleep here. Paimon will go find something delicious for you to eat. You'll wake up once you've put something yummy in your tummy.
Are you sure about that?
Of course. Just wait here for Paimon.
Okay. Aether, please don't pass out. Is it because I didn't sleep well last night that I feel sleepy all of a sudden, or is it because I'm too full? Huh? It seems like someone is there. Uh-oh. They're little things. Paimon! Paimon, no!
It's me.
Ah. Hi, Nahida. Nahida, looks like my consciousness is connected to yours again.
You may blame me for being a bit too self-indulgent. I was thinking about talking with you, and the next thing I knew, I had made a connection with you.
I'm gonna be just completely conked out when she's done talking, aren't I? Is there anything you need from me?
I heard there's an amazing celebration.
Well, then how the sparkles are still moving on Paimon even though everything is frozen. Oh yeah. Paimon can never be stopped. She never stops moving.
From recent events, so I really haven't had any free time. Although you've already helped me with a lot, there's still one more thing I hope you can help me with.
Sure. What is it?
Please say thank you to everyone for me.
Ah, so that's what this is about. Nahida, it'd be better if you could do that yourself.
Is it not convenient for you to do that
Some things in this world must be done by yourself.
But if I
It shows
just
the
help
latent
all
power
of a
that Paimon
sudden,
has. Yeah.
people will
Yeah, it
become
does.
all stiff and stiff, won't they? What if I end up scaring them and ruining this wonderful feast? That'd be the last thing I want.
It'll be fine. Please don't worry too much. I'm glad I read that before it skipped.
Got it. Okay.
Have you made up your mind?
Yes, I have. You said I should go thank everyone as myself, right? So, I've decided to borrow your body for the time being. Please don't blame me. The flower also climbs up to the fence to get closer to the sky.
Then at least promise me you won't say anything weird while you're in my body. I can't believe I'm getting possessed again. It's not the first time, and I doubt it will be the last.
Everyone, are you awake now? Paimon was just about to bring you the food. It's me. Huh? That voice. Nahida?
Hold up, what's going on?
I didn't expect to have a conversation with the consciousness of Lesser Lord Kusanali in the Grand Bazaar. Interesting. Is this also a part of the feast?
No.
No, of course not. Are you Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Yeah,
Oh, Nilu.
at the moment.
You know who I am? Yes. I already know every one of you. Nilu, Alhaitham, Sino, Dia, Paimon, and Dunyarzad.
Yippee!
Lesser Lord Kusanali?
I took the liberty of occupying the traveler's body so that I could thank all of you in person. Thank you so much for rescuing me, even if that meant placing your own safety in peril and taking the risk of becoming enemies with the Academia, the sages, the doctor, the balladeer, and even the entirety of Sumeru. Without you, without any of you, I would have been in a much more difficult situation. Had you not helped me to resolve the crisis, not only I, but Sumeru and even the entirety of Tevat would have suffered great misfortune. People refer to you as the heroes who managed to rescue a god. I'm quite fond of this name. It not only explains your identities, but also bears witness to your relationship with me. Please, allow me to present to you my most sincere gratitude.
Lesser Lord Kusanali, you have done so much for Sumeru, and I didn't even have a chance to do anything for you. You don't have to do this.
Dunyarzad, the suffering you endured during your illness is also proof of you being with me and praying for me. Thank you.
You don't need to be so ceremonious. It's always been my duty to protect you.
This is how the relationship between the Academia and Dendro Archon should be. We just did what was necessary and set things back on the right path.
I'm
You're
not
an
gonna
archon.
snap that
but
next to the
that's
mic
normal.
again.
You really don't need to be so polite with us.
I'm
My
honored
ears
to have
started
been
ringing.
able to take part in this
Fuck.
plan. I hoped you liked the dance I dedicated to you. Thank you, all of you. Thank you so much.
Hello? See, just like I said, everybody is very happy to meet you.
Yeah.
Ada shows up for a surprise visit and brings the feast to exclaim it. A warm atmosphere of talking and laughter carries on late into the night. Do it. And the feast ends on a perfect note. Do I have my body back now? The next day.
Are you awake? Did you rest well? After Nahida left, you ate a lot of food. You've become a glutton.
Still nothing compared to you.
That just means you still have a lot to learn from Master Paimon, the sage of gluttony. Alright, since you're awake now, should we go and have a chat with Nahida? She should be in the academia right about now. If you have any questions, now's your chance to ask.
Questions? I don't have any questions. I'm sure Aether has questions, but I don't have questions, and that's what's important. There's so much verticality to Sumeru. It's like cool, but also goddamn. I don't know where I'm going. I'm just following the sparkles. There's a teleport waypoint up here, isn't there? Yep, there is. In we go. I didn't think we'd actually be able to get, like, go fully in after everything, but oh well. Nahida!
Hello, Traveler and Paimon. What a fantastic night. I'm still immersed in all the happiness and joy, like a candle floating on water. So are we, and that's why we're here to talk with you. Is there anything you want to know?
I guess.
After recent events, the Akasha can no longer function as it used to.
Damn.
I've given it some thought, and have decided to shut it down permanently.
I mean, it was kind of cheating in the whole gathering knowledge thing.
I've been planning to shut it down. The Akasha's centralized administration of knowledge has always restrained people's curiosity and curtailed the number of paths available to them. I don't think this is good for Sumeru. Although people may initially feel a little uncomfortable with the loss of the Akasha, they will soon understand that this life is more suitable for them. And as for the future of Sumeru, I'm preparing to regain control of the academia. The former sages have received their punishment, but the new sages have yet to be selected. I will oversee the process personally. I hope that the new 6th grade sages will be more focused on academics. Sumeru needs such leaders more than ever. The other big issue is the people of King Deshret. All the residents of the desert, in fact. They have been mistreated for far too long. I've already taken some measures to address this. It will take some time to rebuild everything, but no matter if it's culture, friendship, or trust, we will rebuild it.
Yippee!
You mean, what happened after the doctor put you to sleep? You guessed correctly. The top-ranked Fatui Harbingers, up to number 3, possess power comparable to that of gods. I was no match for him in that kind of situation. However, in spite of the bad situation, I still managed to make a fair deal with the doctor. I'm sure you remember the entity that changed your fate, the Heavenly Principles. In fact, the Heavenly Principles has been quiet since the Conria disaster 500 years ago. I used this point as leverage against the doctor. I told him that the heavenly principles may be awakened if I destroy the Gnosis. Although it was just a bluff, he still fell for it. I assumed that the heavenly principles wouldn't just stand by and let such extensive damage to its laws take place. And as for what I exchanged for the Gnosis, the exchange served as both punishment for the doctor, as well as a boon of new knowledge that I couldn't refuse as the god of wisdom.
Okay.
He's still in a coma. I've hidden him like how one would hide a feather. I know you have many misgivings about him, but as someone who had become a god, he has retained a number of very useful features. Don't worry, I'll keep an eye on him and make sure he doesn't do any evil. In addition, there are still some mysteries left in him. Some things may be very clear from my perspective, but he is still yet to understand them himself. His future will be determined by fate. Is that where you're headed next? Fontaine, the nation of justice?
Yep.
As far as I know, that nation operates in a judicial system. Does their archon personally judge people? No, there's a chief justice in Fontaine. Generally speaking, the Hydra Archon, Focalor, won't preside over individual trials. However, even then, Focalor will still make herself present at just about every trial. It seems that she just likes to immerse herself in that sort of atmosphere. As Archon, she still reserves the right to influence the final verdict. Anyway, let's just say she's got, a very unique personality.
Okay, that's it.
Are you sure? Isn't there something else you haven't asked about yet? Huh? You mean... about your sister. While you were resting at Gandharvaville, I took some time to perform an Irminsul search for information on your sister.
Hi, Forest. But yeah, there shouldn't be information on her.
Yeah, isn't Irminsul a repository for all the information and memories?
You have good news? What's your good news?
So there shouldn't be anything on him
If it's
or
okay to share it on stream.
This is true in your case. Irminsul indeed does not have any information on you. However, there must be something different about your sister. Because, as it turns out, the world has recorded information on her after all. What? She belongs to this world.
Didn't actually fail my assignment. It was just marked as fail because you got an extension. Oh. How is it possible we journeyed the sea of stars all our lives until we came here? How could she possibly hail from Teyvat? To be fair, she has technically been alive for the past 500 years since the Archon War. So... things don't add up. Is there something wrong with my memories, or is it this world that has done something to her?
But nothing about this makes any sense! Wasn't this your first trip to Teyvat? According to the records I was able to access, your sibling suddenly appeared in Conria. After the Conria disaster, she began her journey through the 7 nations of Teyvat. But just as her journey was about to reach its conclusion, the Irminsul records on her suddenly become fuzzy. What do you mean, fuzzy? Did something happen to her? All I know for sure is that somebody, for reasons only they can know, is deliberately obfuscating her fate. And whoever it is, if they can do that, who knows what else they're capable of.
I mean, when talked about in the fandom, they are called the Abyss siblings, so I assume, yes, it's related to the Abyss.
Explain how she somehow comes from this world. Something else I noticed was that according to these records, the Fatui have not classified your sibling as one of the Descenders. What's a Descender? Paimon's never heard of it. Look, I'm sure you must be curious about the information I received from the Fatui in return for my Gnosis, right? A very important part of the intel eternal beings, ones that don't belong to this world.
Like me.
Traveler, you are Tevat's 4th descender.
4th?
Huh? So the Vatui count 3 other descenders before the Traveler, and his sister isn't even one of them? That's right. My current hypothesis is that the first descender was likely what we now call the Heavenly Principles. As for the other descenders, I still need to verify their existence. It could take me some time. Paimon's head's about to burst from all this crazy new information. And yet, even knowing all this, I'm sure you must still have a lot of unanswered questions. I must say, I truly regret that I can't help you more as the God of Wisdom. There are many questions in my heart as well. I will need some time to go through each one of them. And soon, you'll also begin your journey anew and depart from Sumeru.
And get arrested. That is all that I know of the Fontaine Archon quest. Is that I get arrested.
Then your future will be the ultimate fate. I'm sure glad we got to meet you, Nahida. The pleasure is all mine. I can't thank you enough. Alright, that's enough talk for today. If you ever miss me, just close your eyes. And maybe I'll appear in your dreams.
Please don't. I'm good, actually. Yippee!
You must have a whole bunch of questions after our last conversation with Nahida. Paimon was ready to ask her a million more questions, but didn't want to seem too pushy. Like, about these descenders. So, does that just mean people like you who come traveling to Tevat from someplace else? And as for your sister... Whew, so many questions. Let's go find Nahida and see what else we can find out.
I think I'm good, actually. I'm just gonna... Sigh. I don't know why I'm being made to leave, but I am leaving. I got stolen in midair.
Serious suggestions, please. I'm not trying to write a thriller here. It's supposed to be an essay, you understand? An essay. That means facts and logic.
Well, if it's facts and logic you're after, you shot yourself in the foot with your choice of research topic, didn't you? The Tataris Suna mystery. When so much remains unexplained, there's little to be objective about. Unless, of course, you restrict yourself to textual criticism.
Yeah, well, this is my teacher's area of research. I can't change that. But it's fascinating enough without having to sensationalize it, don't you think? The strange location, the missing details, a mysterious person. I want to write my essay on something interesting, and I'm interested in getting to the bottom of all this. That's the only reason I came to you.
I don't know what's going on.
You came to me, so all the more reason to take my advice. The fact is, it's the dramatization that will make people want to read it. There's no getting around that.
Okay, but...
Did one of them just mention Tatarasuna? But that's all the way in Inazuma! Is it just Paimon, or is it kinda unusual for someone in Sumeru to want to write a paper about that? Everyone here's just going about their business. Maybe it really is just Paimon. Guess people here are free to research pretty much anything.
I mean, yeah. That's the whole thing about being, you know, under the rule of the God of Wisdom, I think you're allowed to want to know about anything.
Great! Let's go find out what this Tatarasuna mystery is all about.
She didn't take any damage.
Alright,
I just
guess
noticed.
I'll go with my textual criticism and your editorial direction for the first draft. I have a feeling that the missing Kabuki Mono will end up being the main focus of this paper. Ugh, if only we knew where to find that traveler. From what they say about him, this seems like the kind of thing he'd know about.
Hey.
Oh, you're the traveler, you say?
Hey, what's with that face? Don't believe us?
No, of course I believe you. Actually, I first heard about your great exploits when I was still in Inazuma. This is my first time coming face to face with you and your mysterious silver-haired companion. I couldn't believe my luck, and out of force of habit, I started, examining the evidence. Sorry.
So you were staring at me? That's creepy.
Back
Back to Lurk. Okay. Bye-bye, my cat. Thank you for Lurk.
Traveler, I hear you've helped many people a great deal and been to many places. Would you be able to tell us about Tatarasuna?
Actually, we don't know much about that place either. In fact, we only came over here because we heard you talking about it. And
Hello, Gray. I am streaming. Okay.
I see.
You went to the dollar store?
Yeah.
What'd you get?
First of all, found the right size notebooks for superhero notes, so I bought 3 of them.
Okay.
And then I couldn't find the notebooks at first, so I was just wandering. I found star sticky notes.
That's okay. It's a very you thing to find.
So I bought 2 of them. 3? I bought 3.
3.
Also found colored index cards. Not sure what I'm going to use them for, but
You have them now?
figured I'd figure it out.
Mm-hmm. Great.
Gift cards.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't kill me.
I can still be disappointed in you, considering I'm pretty sure you still have yarn sitting in the back of your trunk. Mm-hmm.
Now there's more.
Okay. For context, chat, Gray now has a car, so they have the freedom to go wherever they want. So they went to the dollar store and to Walmart today.
They're in the same parking lot. It's not fair.
Uh-huh.
You probably didn't notice me just, yearn for specific yarn that I've been looking for forever. You know my arcade carpet sweater? There's that yarn, but there's a different yarn called... Don't actually ask me.
Something.
Called something. I needed it.
Mm-hmm.
Because instead of being cut out by black and everything, it's like black and then a whole rainbow of neon colors and then black.
Okay.
It was necessary.
Sure. Like you already don't have a shit ton of yarn to pack.
There's not a shit ton of books, so, it evens itself out.
No, it doesn't.
It does, because I packed all of my books in mostly one box when I moved the first time.
Don't do that.
Exactly.
That's not a good idea.
You pack your books, and then you pack your yarn in the same box.
Or blankets. To not have the book boxes be
I'm gonna have to
heavy
make an
enough
entire
that you can't
trip
lift them.
with the seats down in my car for just my stuffed animals.
Uh-huh. Does this surprise you?
No, but I have a lot of big ones. And there's so many.
Just glancing over at mine.
Four of the what?
The giant squishmallows, as well as a giant-ass narwhal that I have. And Belohai, but Belohai isn't as
No, that's travelable.
Big.
That's something you can pack in a suitcase. Why
And
don't
I
we do
have
that?
packed in
Because
a
we
suitcase.
did.
Yup. Went out to cat sit for a month, and I brought my boy.
Yeah. So we shoved.
It fit in my
You
suitcase.
said you couldn't do it, and then I proved you wrong.
And then it looked deflated on the way back, and Dad commented on it. Picked us up from the airport.
Really?
Yeah. I have the messages to prove it. He said this one looks sad.
When did he open it?
He didn't open it, but it from the outside looked deflated, the suitcase.
Oh yeah.
Hang on, where's it at? Is it? Hang on. It might be. Yep, it's in this one. It's in the one called Pixel Party.
Wait, is that what? Do you know what mine's called?
What is it?
It's the Great Fan Club.
Oh.
Okay.
And yeah, he sent me pictures of it, and then said this one looks sad.
This one looks sad. Okay. But like, who do you think named the? Do you think it was mom or dad?
It was Dad.
Dad.
I know, cause I have the. It
Oh.
says Dad renamed it. Anyway, I love my parents.
Yeah, that's it.
I forgot I have Soul's number. I don't use it, but I have their number.
It's like how I have your phone number, but I never use it unless I need to call you.
Mhm.
Yes, that's our sibling relationship. I use Discord to text my brother because I can't guarantee he's gonna answer a text message.
I don't. Most of the time I don't. Unless it's Cat, but it's because I don't have any other way
reason we,
to contact Cat.
There's a reason we respond to Cat.
Because it's Cat.
Yeah.
A little sibling.
It's our nugget.
Yeah.
I have garlic bread.
You have garlic bread? Can you share?
Not actual garlic bread, but I have the garlic pull apart.
Can you share? I'm hungry.
Grab some.
I'll be right back, chat. That was really good. I love garlic. Yummy. Anyways.
My teacher chose this area of research as a personal challenge. He said it's difficult to get into because even Inazumans don't know much about Tatarasuna's past. But who'd have thought that...
If you don't mind, I'd love to show you all my outline for the book I'm writing about Tatara Suna.
Oh.
Hold on, Sawada. Don't you think that's a bit of a deep dive for a first read?
Well, fair point. In that case, please ease yourselves in gently by taking a look at Akaba's latest essay draft.
Let me give you some background. This all started with the discovery of some records in Tatara Suna. The writings mentioned someone by the name of Mikoshi Nagamasa, who crafted a fine blade. But in the end, he threw it into a fire to destroy it, and killed his servant Katsuragi.
Damn.
Well, no one knows. Apart from the swordmaker, his servant, and the one who wrote this all down, the records also mention a kabuki mono. This seems to be an Inazuman word for an eccentric stranger, someone who dresses funny or acts in an unusual way.
That's right. Akaba's teacher has spent quite some time researching these events on the ground. This kabuki mono lived in Tatara Suna for a while before disappearing without a trace. And shortly afterwards, as Akaba mentioned, things got pretty ugly.
So first this strange person goes missing, then a murder happens?
Murder.
Kinda fishy to pine
And I
on.
brought you myrrh.
Yes.
Murder. Judas. No.
I asked everyone I could
Hang
think
on.
of if they knew anything
Everything is
about
stuck
Akaba's
underneath
death.
me.
And wow, did I get lucky?
Stop shouting!
This part's important. I just wanted to make it stand out.
So you yelled at me? That's
That a friend of
rude.
mine works at the government records office. He looked into it for me, and I can now confirm that all the aforementioned individuals did, in fact, live in Inazuma over 400 years ago.
That's crazy.
Back then, Tatara Suna was already at the center of Inazuma's smelting industry. The man in charge was a government official named Niwa. Curiously enough, it seems like he went missing too.
Could it be?
Wait, so there are two missing people in this story now?
That's right! What's more, Niwa is a name with a lot of history to it. Have you ever heard of the great swordsmith clans of Inazuma?
Oh,
A few.
the swordsmiths? Yeah, like Ishin art and so on?
Wow, yes. You really know your stuff. That makes things easier. So
We knew
basically,
Kazuha.
this is a distant relative of the Kaidahara clan, the last practitioners of Ishin art. Something then seems to have happened in the Kaidahara clan, leading to their downfall. I don't know the details, but taken in light of everything else going on around that time, it makes you wonder whether it's all connected somehow.
The Kaidahara clan?
Sawada, you left out the biggest detail of all.
There's more?
Oh, yes, of course. How could I forget? Brace your minds, ladies and gents, for they are about to be blown. Or maybe you won't believe your ears. I wouldn't blame you, of course, because in all my years as a writer, this is
Get on with it.
the most.
Get to the point, for Pete's sake.
According to information acquired by Akaba's teacher, the kabuki mono was not a human, but a puppet.
Ah.
Puppet?
The Shogun puppet that the Electro Archon made should be ruling Inazuma with her as we speak. It couldn't be her. The Kabuki Mono has to be the balladeer, but what was he doing 400 years ago in Tatara Suna?
Judging by the looks on your faces, you do know something after all.
Maybe. Yeah, just glare at Paimon.
No, Paimon just meant, how creepy. The way you described it makes it sound like a ghost story.
I agree, it does. But considering that non-human races in Inazuma are by no means uncommon, spooky events are to be expected. And that's exactly what my book is about. Please, take a look.
Okay. Oh god. Okay. Extract 1. A man arrived in Tatarasuma around 3 in the afternoon from after he spied laborers walking around the mountain roads towards the factories. Their shoes scuffed along the jutting stones. They walked like people convinced that so long as they reached the fire raging in the mountain's belly, they might extract it from gems beyond price. The mood that the sight inspired was ineffable, beyond mere description for those not present to witness it. The man barked a cheerful greeting and sprinted to join the procession. Oh, this is gonna be tough. There, a towering character who stood half a head taller greeted him with a heavy slap on the back, and yet his words were filled with respect. Do my eyes deceive me, Sir Miyazaki? God, I cannot think that the return trip here from Inazuma City could have been easy for you. Miyazaki smiled like a young man taking the first steps on their journey, expression relaxed. Why, Katsuragi? Inazuma is the realm of the almighty shogun. I sailed upon the fastest ship, strode upon the swiftest sea routes. What dangers could I have possibly faced? And what about the good news? There was some, naturally. There was some, naturally. The two burst into uproarious laughter, roughhousing with the other workers until the path's end. A young man dressed in a linen shirt and wearing a headscarf gazed into the dancing flames of the furnace before him. Now the flames of Forge are unlike any other, for their intensity affects the resulting integrity of both metal and blade. So too then was the Flame Watcher, an unusual individual. At his fingertips sat a lizard, and on his face he wore a smile. The workshop was huge, and the furnace was deeper within. A reasonable person might think that there should have been many working alongside the Watcher. Yet he stood alone. Only when Katsuragi and Miyazaki strode into the room did the Watcher turn. This Watcher was Niwa, an armory officer and administrator of Tatarasuna, born to the Niwa clan, which served as one of the three pillars of the Ishin art. Niwa never argued with his siblings and was a worthy successor by all accounts. The post he received as a result of his high standing and those in power served as a statement unto itself. If y'all are expecting me to intake any of this information, that's not going to happen. I'm simply reading aloud. I am not actually intaking any information. Okay. Miyazaki handed a well-bundled text to Niwa as he adjusted his expression and said, It is as you have said, sir. The elders of your clan and the city do not think highly of our plan, yet I still believe it to be worth a try. As such, I have found the proper vendors and procured the materials that you have requested. Niwa studied the text and nodded. We should try some of these new forging techniques, whether Kaitahara says yea or nay. Katsuragi frowned, and with a sigh he said, Forging is a precise and difficult undertaking. You know this better than most, sirs, and still you seek improvement each day with terrifying drive. Should Lord Nagamasa hear this, the sourness in his face shall be hard to miss. Niwa smiled, replying, And how goes the forging of your lord's great blade, Katsuragi? Katsuragi neither wanted to shame his master nor lie to his two friends, and yet he could not think of any way to deflect, and so groused, I see your ears are as keen as your hands, Mr. Niwa. The jokes of us unlearned men are as nothing before you. Miyazaki hid a grin. Upon hearing this, Niwa released the lizard from his hand into Katsuragi's palm. But just as more words were to be exchanged, someone came walking by, their footsteps light with the celerity of youth. The head that peeked in was round and, in the light of fires, looked like an oiled jewel. The young man placed some boxed food at the side, nodding. He prepared to leave. Katsuragi called out after him, What about your share? Aren't you going to eat it? The young man, upon hearing those words, found himself slightly at a loss. After a while he answered, Very well, I'll try it. You are welcome to the food. We all eat the same fare, after all, Niwa said. The man nodded and left, seemingly deep in thought. Extract 2. The Kabukimono was by the coast. The sunset fell to the accompaniment, I don't know how to pronounce that word, of darkness. The bands of twilight showed themselves not, for in their place stood thunderclouds royal, grumbling the omens of a coming rainstorm. Darkness filled the flesh of the sea, and the dusk blade bade the clouds to kneel upon the land, its supplication mirroring the Kabumono. With knees bent and face pointed towards the waters, none passed that way, and none knew what he was waiting for in silence. Time passed unmeasured and unaccounted, till a black cloud suddenly tore free from the sky and began to circle the Kabumono, bearing down on him like a nightmare. Though he was not aware at first, after his studying gaze was refined by time, he understood. This cloud had marked him from the very start. Outbound, a fish boat drew near. The light of its bow flickering in and out of sight beneath falling sheets of rain. A mist unspooled across the area, stealing light from the fisherman. Repeatedly he exclaimed, "It is but dusk. How are my eyes darkened? Is there anyone that can deliver my boat upon safe tides?" Like a falling spear, the black cloud reached the bottom of the boat, and was joined in its in, in its bereftness of direction. Like a charging beast, they plunged into the shoreline. Scant steps away, the Kabamono stood idle, slanting his head to study the grand wreck. Not but half an arm was left of the one who had cried out for help, and with a plop it landed in the Kabamono's feet. At the Kabamono's feet, he crouched to better study the object, straining against the urge to take a bite out of it. Yet he did not, for the dark clouds swirling down had already picked the remnants of the ship clean. The Kabamono stared at it blankly, like an awakening dreamer. When he returned to himself, the clouds had scattered, as if they had never been there at all. As for the ship, could it have been struck down by a storm? Who was to know? Not the Kabamono. Please be the last part. I know it won't be. Let me drink water first. Hang on. It's been a while since I've read aloud like this. Okay. Katsurugi rushed to the doorway and shouted, "My lord, things go ill at the furnace. I have searched for Sir Niwa, but there is no trace of him, and much time has passed since Sir Miyazaki left to seek aid, but he has yet to send us any missive. Look." Mikoshi Nagasama turned slowly, his face grave as one attending a funeral. He spoke then, his words heavy-laden. "I wish not to say such words, Katsuragi, but Mr. Miyazaki may never return." Katsuragi peered past Nagasama's broad, stiff shoulders and beyond the window. The clouds above boiled in waves of black, as if darkness now was the only weather, and might even morph into an abyssal beast and devour Tatsurasuna. Forgot how to pronounce that. Whole. Over 10 people had already perished. That was why Katsuragi recoiled as if it struck. Yes, it was coming back to him now, in dribs and drabs. That's why they had set out to seek aid. Miyazaki had been the first to set sail. The clouds had only just begun to form then. Traveling from Tatsurasuna to Inazuma to ask for support was normally no great feat, and yet there had been no sign of his return. Then a second ship was sent, followed by a third and a fourth, till the Kabamono himself had departed upon the tides. Under foul skies and ominous fortunes, it had been Katsuragi who had brought him back and treated him as his own, and it pained him greatly to see the lad go. Yet the situation in Tatsurasuna was severe. Even should they sacrifice more lives, it would have been worth it to gain assistance from Inazuma City. Niwa was gone, and no one could find him. And none could find him. Afterwards, Nagasama led a search party into the mountains, and the area around the furnace, all to no avail. Folks began to wonder if Niwa might have encountered an accident, but worry soon turned to suspicion, and they wondered if he had fled, unwilling to bear the sin of having caused these incidents. The people grew ever more suspicious, and Nagasama himself and Nagasama himself strained against his discontent and fury. His face had grown to resemble the rumbling clouds above. Suddenly a figure flashed by. Their presence did not go unnoticed by Nagasama. He drew his blade and cut, though he only nicked the silken veil the intruder wore. For a moment they swayed, and then, like a marionette pulled by strings, they moved behind Nagasama, laughing darkly. "Are you seeing someone, my lord? Niwa, perhaps?" Nagasama bellowed in fury. "You dare address Sir Niwa directly?" Yet the figure parted like mist before his falling blade, only to rematerialize beyond reach, but not beyond sight. A ghastly apparition indeed. "Was it you who slew my people?" Nagasama howled and charged, held back only by Katsuragi's desperate grip. As his senses returned to him, he realized he was but an inch away from falling into the furnace. It seemed that the rest of this work remains unfinished. From the existing text, however, it is apparent that this is a novel of fantastical, colorful sensibilities born from an imagination well utilized. Okay.
Please read my essay draft as well.
God, no. Kill me. Okay. Do I even want to? Not really. Ugh, God. But I must. I must. Okay. Details. This text belonged to a series of works sponsored by the Vahumana's Veil Cutter project and has yet to be numbered. Author Akaba. Abstract. The Tatarasuna area has always been a major pillar of Inazuma's smithing industry. 2 incidents have occurred here, and the details behind the first are vague at best. I believe, however, that there might be a hidden history behind the events that transpired. Hence, this paper will attempt to analyze what may have unfolded from the available data. Glossary. Tatarasuna area. Right in Gokuden. Mikoshi Nagamasa Kabukimono. Introduction. This paper continues and expands the work of my mentor, Mr. Rumi, in his report on the haply hidden tales of Tatarasuna. This is intended to further this avenue of research. According to the data, the blade forging techniques of Inazuma were originally handed down from the Electro Archon, also known as the Raiden Shogun. Using the arts they inherited from their Archon, the people of Inazuma devoted themselves to the process of forging. However, strange rumors that do not quite fit the steely nature of metalwork yet linger about Tatarasuna, which was a center pillar of the forging industry. There, the Mikoshi and Niwa clans, along with an eccentric puppet, serve as the 3 windows of insight we need to investigate the truth behind what happened. Body. Strange notes from the Tatarasuna area. Their contents are as follows. 1. Perhaps I overstep, but I think that Sir Nagamasa's mood grows better when he forges blades. The obsession to clean the stain of the name Mikoshi must eat at him. Also, Sir Katsuragi discovered a nameless eccentric while patrolling around Nazuki Beach. Nazuki. I don't know. One of them. 2. The inspector brought a certain number of jade steel ingots. Sir Katsuragi discussed matters of smithing deep into the night with the vice army officer. I am running out of steam for reading. 3. We at last made a single nagamaki. We call it the Daitatara Nagamasa. The inspector was in high spirits, and he and the vice armory officer Nozomu was so taken by the beauty of the Daitatara Nagamasa that he drew a picture of it, and he performed a sword dance with that wandering eccentric, and we could not find the eccentric. The inspector flew into a rage and slashed Katsuragi. The great blade cut deep into the flesh, cast his own nagamaki into the furnace's flame. Nozomu could not abide by that order. He drew the completely melted weapon out of the furnace. He was horribly burned. Nozomu died that night. I dare say that while Sir Katsuragi may have committed malfeasance, it was out of the goodness of his heart. Kinijoro hid the nagamaki in Nozomu's drawing in the arsenal. Nagamasa is harsh but also knows right from wrong, but even so he is not amenable to reason. His name indicates one obsessed with purity. Still, I and some households of Tatarasuna have not been blinded by the matter of Nagamasa's mother Chiyo, and we trust him. I also remain unwilling to forget the joy of creating the Nagamasa with him, and the joy of watching that nameless eccentric perform that sword dance with Katsuragi. Before we withdrew, we should have divided the arsenal key into 3 parts, one for the inspector, one for the armory officer, and one to be left in Tatarasuna itself to prevent theft. But we were in too much of a hurry, and neither the inspector nor the armory officer could be found, so I was so bold as to hide the 3 pieces within treasure chests in Tatarasuna. The 7 notes mentioned prior have been scattered across the Tatarasuna area. Among the 7 notes, 6 seem to be of good physical integrity, though they all look quite old, while the last one looks more recent. I believe that the first 6 notes and the last are of different time periods, though the gulf in years between them needs to be verified. The contents of the first 6 should also be related to each other, as the incidents mentioned are quite consistent with one another. Rumi once mentioned in the haply hidden tales of Tatarasuna, hereafter known as the Hidden Tales, that in the past researchers from Sumeru had investigated the cultural histories of Tatarasuna and Inazuma. Though the place has fallen into some degree of disrepair since the Hidden Tales were written, things have improved since the time I wrote my original article. Regardless, what used to be an area of major industry remains a place most inhospitable, and residents of Tatarasuna may be found living and dwelling by the waters. The residents, when questioned, told the researchers of Tatarasuna's golden age centuries ago, when it was administered by the Armory Officer Niwa, Vice Armory Officer Miyazaki, and Inspector Mikoshi Nagamasa. Yet the elders among the locals with deeper ties to the region also seemed to stress the fact that there were strange rumors surrounding their homelands past. A great many of these rumors revolved around the yokai, who are so very characteristic of Inazuma's folk histories. A very small number, however, mentioned the word puppet. It should be known that puppets are neither traditional nor common yokai in Inazuma. This fact drew the attention of the researchers to delve further, and eventually the following pieces of information came to light. A puppet did not once appear in Tatarasuna. Its visage... Oh, never mind. A puppet did once appear in Tatarasuna. Its visage was elegant, its apparel impeccable, and the way it dressed hid all the joint lines on its body. If no one were to mention that it was indeed a puppet, it would be hard to tell at all. Additionally, this puppet seemed to possess special joint lines that would fade with time, potentially even disappearing altogether, which would perhaps eventually make this puppet seem entirely human. The name of the puppet was known to almost none. Some folks claimed to have spotted it appearing around Tatarasuna, while others mentioned encountering it in the central regions of the area. Some even claimed that it would frequent the beach. Tales spread of it standing beside the sea and gazing across the waters towards Inazuma City. What it was that the puppet was gazing at remains a mystery. As mentioned earlier, the 6 notes all document a certain nameless eccentric. The eccentric, which can also be read as Kabukimono, is usually used in Inazuma to refer to a figure who dresses or behaves in a peculiar manner. It is understandable, therefore, why this character would have left such an impression. Should the people of Tatarasuna indeed have had a puppet in their midst, incurring mass panic, a good possibility, considering the coexistence between yokai and humans in Inazuma at large, then the puppet would have very likely become a local resident. What is less well known is if the Kabukimono, was just another title for this puppet, perhaps because it was uniquely dressed to attract attention from its more special characteristics, a workable theory, but one that still lacks enough evidence to support it. Still, it can be retained as an analytical lens of sorts. A list of individuals related to Tarsuna has been compiled here based on history documents from Inazuma, starting from the administrators. The records are as follows. Armory Officer Niwa, his full name Niwa Hisahide. He was the inheritor of the Ishin art and successor to the Niwa clan. His family, along with the Akame and Kayadahara clans, were together known as the Ishin Sensaku. Records show that Niwa was a modest and intelligent individual who displayed remarkable talent in the administration of territory and people. His eventual whereabouts are unknown, but he was suspected to have left Tatarasuna with his family following the incident. This is hurting my voice. Vice Armory Officer Miyazaki, full name Miyazaki Kaneo? He was Niwa's second in command. His origins are unknown, and he primarily assisted Niwa in forging and personal personnel management. He was of affable temperament and had many friends in the region, including one Mikoshi Nagamasa. Inspector Mikoshi Nagamasa, the successor of the Mikoshi clan, adopted son to Oni warrior Mikoshi Chiyo, and the younger adopted brother of Mikoshi Michihiro, also known as Iwakura, the successor. With his mother missing and abandoned by his brother, Nagamasa alone bore the family name, striving daily to wipe the shame from their history. Though records state that Mikoshi Nagamasa was a stubborn figure, he was also noted to be a person of moral virtue and integrity. It has been noted in various records that he practiced forging swords for self-cultivation and specially requested special instruction from Miyazaki to further his capabilities. Many times I hear names and just blink and move on. I'm the one who decided to read through all of this. It's my own fault. Anyways, I read. Where was I? The records state that Mikoshi Nagamasa was a stubborn figure. He was also noted to be a person of moral virtue and integrity. It has been noted in various records that he practiced forging swords and self-cultivation, and specially requested special instruction from Miyazaki to further his capabilities. However, after the famous blade Dayatara Nagamasa was forged, he used it to slay his subordinate Katsuragi for reasons unknown at present. Subordinate Katsuragi. Katsuragi's full name and background remain unknown. Despite all the materials I have sorted through, I have yet to find any more additional personal information regarding him. As one of Mikoshi Nagamasa's subordinates, he was a loyal warrior who had been saved by Nagamasa in his youth. From then on, he swore to stick by his lord through thick and thin, and to give his life in service of it was but asked of him. Kabukimono, full name unknown, background unknown. From the many sources I have combined with Rumi's personal observations, this character might have been the puppet mentioned in the rumors. The Kabukimono was a figure of fashionable grace and gentleness. According to the hidden tales, he was brought back to Tarasuna by Katsuragi and became a member of the community. When the Kabukimono first arrived into Tarasuna, he knew nothing of cleaning, cooking, or any work of meticulous nature. The locals taught him their skills over time, showing him how to clean his attire, dance, and craft small trinkets. The records state that the Kabukimono was there when the Daitatara Nagamasa was forged, though his trail ends before Mikoshi Nagamasa slew Katsuragi. I believe that the Kabukimono was indeed the aforementioned puppet, and that he quite likely had a hand in Katsuragi's death. It seems that the rest of this paper remains unfinished. One thing for sure, though, a lot of thought was put into it. Please don't make me read again.
To follow his more creative approach, but I think essays should be grounded in facts. I don't think explaining everything away with mysterious forces will cut it. Oh, how about if I plug the holes in Sawana's narrative with political intrigue? Like, I could put a turf war between rival factions at the center of the whole series of events.
Wait, you're allowed to just make stuff up? Pretty sure you've gone from essay to guessay there.
Akaba, look. Your teacher has researched this extensively. I've reached out to everyone I could think of. Whatever information we have now is all that there is to know. This is as much detail as you're ever going to get. Besides, if there really was a political power struggle going on at anything like the level you seem to be suggesting, what hope would we ever have of finding out the truth?
Good point. Okay, back to the drawing board, I guess. Give me some time. I need to find a new angle on this.
Yeah, I'll leave you to it.
I have some other stuff to do, so we'll have to say goodbye for now. Good luck with your essay!
All right, thank you. If you find out any more info about all this, please do let me know. Thanks so much.
Okay.
Hey, so that thing they were talking about, it has to do with the balladeer, doesn't it?
Uh-huh.
Okay, then, even if we did know something about it, we probably couldn't share it with them, huh? After all, we kicked his butt and got him locked up. Information about people like that is usually super confidential, isn't it? If you ask Paimon, Akaba should just pick a different topic. There must be as many essay topics as there are trees in the forest. There's no point in...
You.
Hey, did you see that? He literally just went by. Over there. It looked like... The Balladeer! No, it can't have been. He got locked up. Oh, quick, let's catch him and see.
Okay. Meow. Oh, it's just enough sprint to get to the door. Let's go. Me hearing Puppet, my brand?
Traveler, Paimon, there you are. Nahida! Bad news. We just saw the Balladeer strolling around in public. Did he escape or... Ah! It's him!
Sure enough, you're here.
Hey! What are you doing in the sanctuary of Surasthana? Aren't you supposed to be locked up? I know you must have a lot of questions. Please, allow me to explain. It was my idea to set the Balladeer free. We made a deal, and he's gonna do some investigation in Irminsul for me. A deal? Huh. You sure you trust this guy?
What did you expect? Why do you think Sumeru would keep me around otherwise? Or maybe killing me is all you can think about. But if that's the case...
You wish I was thinking about you.
Flatter yourself. It was... Nahida said there's still some mysteries in you to figure out.
Ah, so if it were up to you, you'd finish the job? Guess I had you all wrong. There I was thinking you were just getting cold feet.
Well, that escalated quickly. Not a good start. Could I ask you all to please calm down? But Paimon's worried about you, Nahida.
I haven't even pulled out my fucking sword. Like, he's fine at the moment.
It's not every day you see people questioning the God of Wisdom's judgment. Just when you think you've seen it all.
Don't you dare try to drive a wedge between us! As long as the terms are reasonable, I don't think there's a problem in making a deal. Even with the Balladeer.
Well, I for one have no reason to doubt you. Considering you even struck a deal with the doctor.
Yes.
Oh, when you play him, he just insults the other party members when you switch him with the... if they're hurt. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He does. He's so mean, and I love that for him.
That puts him in quite a precarious position. Plus, he's a former harbinger with knowledge of many of the Fatui's sensitive secrets. Being stuck here in Sumeru could make him a sitting duck, depending on how the Fatui plan to respond. Wait a second. Former? You mean he's not a harbinger anymore? I take no pleasure in saying this, but it seems as if the doctor had no intention of welcoming back a loser, so...
You got tossed the fuck out.
Sometimes it's you using them, other times it's them using you. Most human relationships are this way. Certainly all the stable ones are. That's how it was between me and the Fatui, and also between each of the harbingers. So as long as you have some value to offer,
I love his giant ass hat.
after recent events, even I have to admit that I'm not worth quite what I used to be. Well, if the Fatui are gonna reevaluate my utility, I need to have a backup plan for myself.
As we discussed, I don't like causing harm to living beings. and you said you need protection. So, why not join forces with us?
I think these two have made their objection to that idea fairly clear, don't you? And they're your friends, so I guess you'll be siding with them.
Yeah, obviously! Nahida, don't listen to him! Then let's put that discussion to the side for now. We still have time. Today can be a trial run. Where we go from here will depend on how well we manage to cooperate today.
All right, then I'll do what we agreed.
Good. Go now, and keep in touch. Nahida, are you serious about this? Yes.
Duh.
I have reasons for this decision. In fact, I'm largely doing it for your benefit.
Para mí?
Yes. As I told you once before, there's information about your twin in Irminsul. Oh, yeah. Actually, that's the whole reason we came to see you today. So, you have an update on that? Mm-hmm. You may remember me mentioning that the Fatui had not included your twin's details in the Descender category. This is an extremely important point. It's possible that the Fatui
Alright,
have other information
when
that
this
even
dialogue
we
is
don't know
over,
about.
we're switching to Repo.
And since the Balladeer used to be one of them, he'll be better acquainted with this information than I am. He was granted the power to connect with Irminsul when he almost became the god of a new era. Even though he no longer has the Gnosis, some traces of its power remain in him.
Let
He
me...
can still connect.
Discord.
The amount
Don't
of
be on that.
information in Irminsul is vast beyond description. Sifting through all of it without knowing what to look for
Let me
would
just
take
hop
too
in
long,
recording
even
VC
for
real
me.
quick.
So I asked
Can't
the
remember, did
Balladeer to search in Irminsul
anyone
for
finish
any
Daly's
information
Paimon?
about the
No.
Descenders.
And it was Daly who
He's
was
more
working on that.
familiar with this kind of information.
I
He
could.
should be able to find it more quickly.
I could do that.
Exactly! Or what if... Paimon just doesn't trust him!
Okay,
He's treated us as enemies every time we run into him!
pop out.
I understand. But
Minimize
sometimes
that.
everything is dictated by which side you're on. How things will go in the future depends on what
Can't close
information
that.
he brings back.
Make
Traveler,
sure Discord is
I know what your
properly
heart desires
capturing.
most of all.
Okay, wait.
Our minds have
Let me
connected several
soundboard to make
times
sure you
before.
guys can hear it.
There's
Yep, yes you can. I
feeling
didn't
of
actually mean to
following in
hit
the dark,
the metal pipe.
searching for the one
That's...
candle whose light still
It wasn't
burns.
loading, and then
As
when it
Sumeru's
did,
deity,
it was
it is my responsibility
on
to
the
be
metal
your guard
pipe.
against the Balladeer.
There's two me's. You're
As
right.
someone who
Hang on.
counts you as a friend,
No
I
more.
want to do something for
Only
you.
one.
If this deal with the Balladeer can give you the answers you've been longing to find,
Let me
then it's worth it.
fix that real quick. Bunk.
It's my pleasure.
I'm not paying attention to the dialogue
You're
at all.
Sumeru's hero. You've more than earned it. Paimon's still worried about this idea. Is there anything we can do to help? I was going to contact you about that, but then you suddenly showed up on your own accord. Seems like we have a telepathic connection. In fact, I was going to ask you to supervise the Balladeer on my behalf while he carries out the task I assigned.
Ow. God.
Even though he
I
only
just
has
got
a
fucking
fraction of his
flashbanged by
power,
my browser.
that's still a fraction of the former Harbinger. If you could accompany him, it would put my mind at ease. Of course, I'll be there to help guide you through
There we go.
Irminsul from the outside.
I will no longer be included in group. Twitch, come back. Down. Okay.
Great, thank you.
I can turn that back on.
I'm going
To play Repo or to play Honkai Star, you should play Repo with us. Repo.
Wow, it looks pretty different
Oh,
compared to last time.
why am I here?
The colors are gentler. Guess that must be because Sumeru's at peace now.
You done yapping? Okay. Hello.
Look at that. Hot on my heels. You know, you didn't have to cut your catch-up short just to keep me company. Oh, but I guess you panicked when you realized that I might enter Irminsul ahead of you.
Yeah, Nikita sent me to babysit you.
Shut your beak, jailbird! No way a prisoner gets to be so smug!
I understand that prisoners have to put up with harassment from the guards. But right now,
Hello,
I'm on
Core.
temporary
Oh,
release.
Core's
So
massive.
maybe
Hang
I
on.
should think about
Wh-
backing off a little.
Fish.
Fish.
Hi, Pixel.
Hello. It's still
Hello,
in
hello, hello.
dialogue, so it might be a bit.
Rebozo. Dude, I have to cook the pack. You're good.
Okay. Thank God.
Also, I'm gonna record, so if you want a video of you playing Repo on your YouTube channel, you can have another POV if need be, because, hear me out, you should have a video.
I should have more than one video on my YouTube channel.
Yes, yes.
Hmm.
Should I have a little PNG on my end to signify that it's my little guy? Actually, never mind, it'll have my crow. Never mind, it'll have my crow. It'll just have Brian death staring in the corner.
No, but hear me out. Soul made those
Huh?
repo things for us. Remember?
I know, I was just at the allegations, bro. I was just thinking about that, genuinely. Red, you should play with us. You
Get
should
your
play
ass
the
in
video
here.
game. I was tempted to hit the funny button, but then I'm like, nah.
Nah.
When's the last time I did that? I don't need to. Dude, work has been fucking awful lately. Like, I was so ready to play game. Hi, Red. I was so ready to play games today, and then
You got called
like
back
I
in.
just sat. No, because I just sat down to start working at my other job, my at-home computer job, and I get a text, "Hey, can you come in like 3 to 6?" And I, out loud, I'm like, "Motherfucker," because I was so ready. Pixel, I was ready to play Repo at 4 or 3 p.m. I could have been done with work at 4 p.m. I could have. Anyway, hi Red, how you doing?
I might hit funny button.
You should hit
just need
funny
to
button.
set it up.
Wait, but then what if, hear me out, what if all of us hit funny button and we do a shared chat?
Maybe. Perchance. I do need to go grab dinner before we do, though.
Go get dinner. I still have to do shit as well.
Once I'm
I
not
still need
in
to.
dialogue.
If I'm streaming, I need to go get water and such. So.
So you can hydrate.
Mhm.
Because I'm gonna force you to.
Mhm.
Yep.
It's a threat that must be known when you.
I am a threat.
stream.
I threaten constant. Now I have to find where Soul sent our PNGs.
It's
There
an
we go.
Artpog.
It's time to go.
I know, because I was looking for Paimon daily.
I say I may have to just look at my DMs with Soul because
Yeah,
oh yep,
check
there's
your
all of them
DMs.
because I had to have all of them.
All 4 states.
Yes. Permission to begin searching for information there?
Permission granted.
I had a really dumb idea.
Let's go.
The blinking one is the one where he's looking at the camera, not at the screen. I feel like that would be funny.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Allegations.
Okay, allegations. Okay. I see.
Because
I'm gonna
instead of
stop
paying attention to the
recording.
dialogue, I am now yapping with you guys.
Lore, don't need it. I'm just gonna delete that mini recording and actually like maybe get set up.
Oh, that reminds me, I might get a new PNG soon. My friend needed money, so I'm like, let me commission something. So I'm getting a new PNG from them.
Yo, that's epic.
They're the one who did my profile picture, not the one I currently have, my main profile picture.
Oh, cool. I'm excited then to see that. That'll be awesome.
I'm just hoping they understood what I meant by 4 different states. But we'll see when they give back the feedback. Where's my music?
Okay. Awesome. I have that. Oh, I should probably turn my fan on so my computer doesn't kill me. Change this fan to just normal mode, lowest setting for now. Hey, Red, yap at me real quick.
Yappy yappy.
Thank you. Pixel, yap at me. If you're
Yap,
still...
yap, 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 yap.
Okay. Awesome. I was like, I don't remember if you, like, got up or anything.
No, not yet.
Here's my alert box, my text box, my series of group reactives that I have so many of for some reason. I have two, one big and one small. Oh yeah, I have like 3 different game captures too, and I don't know why.
That's wild.
Because I have one of display and window capture,
Oh,
but
hi,
I have
Forest.
only game captures.
Oh, Forest! Hi, Forest. Sorry, I
Y'all are
didn't
gay?
have, like,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Twitch.
we are.
Aw, shit, you right. Sorry, I'm... It's only when I blink, I turn it back into my normal PNG because, you know, I'm making my... I'm setting it up. It looks so funny. Oh my god. Soul did a great job on these. These are fucking hilarious.
Telepathy. That's crazy.
Oh, him. The problem is, I know you haven't
The
gotten to
blinking!
that point, but I want to call him something that he's not called yet, and I have to keep my mouth shut.
How do I mess with the blinking settings? I'm curious.
I do not know.
Okay, because it's... oh my god, this is... Just the occasional fucking glance to the side. I'm happy. I'm very happy. Okay.
It is.
I'm learning about silly things. I'm gonna murder people. Forest.
Please don't. Don't admit to that
No,
on
thank
stream.
you. Come on, man. Not on stream.
I'm alive! That's forever in
Oh my
your
God.
chat history.
Sorry, you deadass reminded me of what happened at the meeting this morning between my coworkers and I. So I genuinely, we got on the topic of collecting, like, okay. Don't let all of us yap at each other because I can guarantee you we all have some form of neurodivergency. Like, this was the manager and, like, next position down meeting. I don't know why the fuck I was in there. They just dragged my ass in and I'm like, okay.
Oh, dinner
Anyway,
is ready.
I've been awake for 12 hours.
Chicken
Fuck
and
this.
fries. Oh, 12 hours, damn.
Dude, I woke up at like 6 something, and that's not to mentioning I woke up at 4 a.m. before that because I couldn't sleep well and I went to bed at like
Goodbye,
12 or 1.
Forest.
I'm
Please don't
not doing
actually
well.
murder anybody.
Why is it all the way up there?
I'm gonna combine 2 profiles, and I just don't know how to, like, can I open multiple R2 Modman things? I doubt, but please? Nope, okay.
Also, I don't know if
What if I
I've
try
ever
it
told
anyway?
this fun fact. I have a random Ranbu cup that's not even like a merch. It's just something my sibling made a long time ago and then handed to me. Like, here
Hell
you
yeah.
go, and it's literally just like a black and white marble design with a
That's funny.
giant of his old Minecraft skin on the side.
That's very silly.
I would use my Loki one, but my dad steals it for his coffee.
No, okay. I'm tempted to have my PNG constantly just vibrating in the corner. But then when I talk it gets more aggressive. Do we think that's funny? I think we're silly with it.
Mm-hmm.
The
Also,
panic
why?
looks to the side.
Now that we're talking about repo core, because I know you're the one who does it, or at least one person, why is the repo orb short now into the thousands?
Orbs.
Well, I don't fucking know. Orbs, man, you know?
I I wake up this morning, I'm like, I might as well check for how everything's going.
It's
Overpowered
going.
pixels is just like at the normal 600 or something, and then that one's just in the thousands. Like,
Hell
why do
yeah.
people like orbs?
You and your twin come from outside this
Shiny.
It wouldn't surprise me if there was
We love
Come
killing
on, man.
shit.
Yeah.
I don't know if I should sit and make more shorts of old videos or not.
I mean, you could.
I could.
I
But
realized that
then
I should probably get clips for like I should like.
I still have the Alex Crayley signed away his soul for gun.
Yay! That is very silly. Okay, I'm going to copy paste the name of stuff that I want to keep in the mod pack,
A
basically.
thing. Crazy.
Recording no mic. I'll just start putting stuff that I'm cooking. I do like colored name tags. That is very cute. Like, there's some things that we need, because I actually played the other day with a few Lively's friends, and they found some. Dude, there's some awesome mods that we need. There's one where you can move around when you're dead, like your head bounces around. It's so cute. And yeah, there's a couple other fun ones. There's a shared upgrades, which I don't. Do we want shared upgrades? Like where the base upgrade, because there's also more upgrades. Like I found more. Because basically that means the base upgrades, all of us get it.
Ooh.
Which that might not be a bad idea. Just to have. Imagine all of us being hella buff and just fighting everything.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing both at what you're saying and the fact that my dad's in the other room explaining to my little brother that he's going to have to walk to the bus tomorrow. Because my car broke down, so
How
I
old
can't
is your
drive
little
him.
brother? I'm curious.
He is 7.
Oh.
I'm
Aw.
walking with him, but it's basically
Also,
just gone there smoke and just went.
do you guys want me to remove the Minecraft blocks pack?
No, I like the Minecraft block.
Okay. I figured I would ask because the hitboxes are awkward as shit.
The blocks are fine. It's the Pokemon that cause the most issues with hitboxes.
Okay. Because I think we have. I think in the other thing there's a different Pokemon mod that has like better shaped ones.
Okay.
I like the Pokeballs, but yeah,
Oh,
like
we're keeping those. We're not getting rid of those.
Keep the
all the
balls.
EVs are.
We need to keep the
annoying.
balls.
I need to be the master of balls.
The ball master, yes.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
Were it not for you coming to Inazuma and happening to make Akame's acquaintance.
I don't know which ones of these are dependencies or not, so I'm just gonna.
It should auto add.
Yeah,
added stuff.
you're right. Okay. Do we like the cosmetics we've been playing with? Because I can keep those and add the other ones. Because
Yeah,
I like
I
the
like
other pack that I played with the other day,
for
which is
cosmetics personally. I don't.
okay.
Whatever you put in.
I like the cosmetics, but I also know I haven't played with the other one because last time we tried it literally wouldn't update.
I believe it is you, sir, who are
The one with oh, wait, no, I don't know if you were there for the one with Bits, Jake, and Lively.
No. I was with
Okay.
you, Jake, and
Oh,
Lively.
then yeah, no, I'm talking about a different one then. Might go to the other pack and see what I can glean off of that one. Change profile. This one. This one has 59 mods. Okay.
Creeping the floor.
Oh, there are new maps in this other mod pack. So do we want to add different maps? There's also map voting.
See.
Oh, I kind of like map voting. Dinah, why did you just run to the high heavens out of the
Always
laundry
go to
room?
the station.
What did you do?
Worker fatigue and casualties are up and continuing.
There is the Minecraft stronghold as a map.
Yeah, I saw that.
So
Put that shit in there.
okay. I planned on it.
Dinah, why are you running around?
I'm gonna do.
I suspect you understand it better than I do. None of the people who went out to get help
Adds more cosmetics. I don't know if we need that one. What's this one? To hide body.
Yeah,
Ooh.
she went to the
That might
litter
be
box and now she won't
We'll try
stop
that one.
running.
Nah. What else? More upgrades. Okay, so this will add new upgrades for us to mess with.
I'm just surprised that you finally chose to be so
I already put dead TDS in there. What is this? A few new enemies? Do we want to fuck with new enemies?
No.
Perfect. I don't either.
She's
There is
no.
an extraction point confirm button where it won't automatically slam down. Like you can just pile shit on there. So I think that would be good.
Yes.
Let's see. Custom colors. I want to make sure we have that because I like my color.
The yokai struck down by the shogun's own hand. If he truly
I have encountered a few of the like added creatures, by the way. One I instantly killed. So I don't even know what it did. But it looked like Siren Head, but worse. And I was terrified. But that's okay.
Just imagine Slenderman randomly in a hole.
Oh my god, wait, hear me out. Slenderman skin mod for Hatman.
Yeah.
I think that would be real fun. Even more
Is there-
hats. No, I don't need
Is
that.
there a skin mod for Hatman?
Maybe, but I could easily check.
I
Like,
know there
I'll
was
be
an
like
Enderman
digging around.
skin mod for Hatman. It
We're
was
not doing
awful. The noises were so loud and they wouldn't go
that.
away.
I'm adding the nuke, by the way. I hope that's okay.
Oh god.
I want coughing baby versus hydrogen bomb. You cannot stop me.
As long
Also,
as you
do we
don't
want the
accidentally
weeping?
kill us, it's fine.
Do we want to keep the weeping angel or no?
The what?
Yeah, so there's a weeping angel in this mod pack, and I'm gonna say nuh-uh.
No.
Also, there's a mod where where Hatman turns into Goku.
Oh god.
And he plays either different like meme noises or voice lines, and it scared the shit out of me. Also, do we want the Yippee Duck?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Do we want the gnome noises?
No noises.
Also, so I do like Lego gnomes. When you kill the gnomes, they make the Lego break sound.
Oh yeah, I like that one.
I don't know what the alchemy is, so I'm not gonna fuck with that. Freddy enemy? Fuck that. The Freddy enemy is so difficult to kill. I hate it. Stupid head. No
Wait,
limit.
what about the
chatbot.
Freddy? I'm sorry, I was just reciting Freddy Fazbear to
You're good.
myself.
You're good. I don't entirely know. Hold
Never
on, I'm adding
spotted it
shit.
yet.
Yes, I have. It's a pain in the ass to kill. I don't know if it's like a reskinned robe.
Ah.
Or if it's a completely new creature. There is the walkie-talkie mod. Yes, that one was great. I think you guys will like that mod.
Mhm.
Basically, if you hold F, it's like Phasmophobia's walkies.
Ah.
We need repo presence. Have I already? I feel like yep, I have that on my list. Okay.
I don't know what to call the stream. I literally just have the preparation for repo, so you'll know it's repo.
Yeah, I'm just working on shit.
And just
Funny
scream
items.
Rebo in the title.
I'll add funny items. I don't know what it'll add, but funny items. Do we want to add the cannon?
The cart cannon?
Yeah.
Eh.
Like, I don't know if we need it. Like,
That's,
we're
like,
kind of...
it feels a little too overpowered, you know?
But just hear me out. Pirates of the Caribbean's the whole thing.
This is all part of a carefully controlled experiment. If you must know, I'm happy to divulge my
Fuck is that?
identity. I'm a Fatui
We are not doing the Master Chief enemy huntsman. Literally, it cannot die.
Oh.
The only way we escaped it was when we threw it into a pit. Ray gun mod. Oh, from Call of Duty. Repo companions. I don't know if we need that. Okay. We have stuff. I just don't know what cosmetic packs do what. Oh, do we want the mimic mod? Where the monsters can mimic our voices or nah?
Nah.
Because I'm going more towards no.
Dude,
Awesome.
I would just innocently walk into danger.
It's terrifying when you know you're the only one left alive and you hear someone else, or when you hear your own voice and someone else tries talking to it. It's creepy. Alright, change profile. New profile! Create new. Epic sauce. I'm sorry. Alright.
So give in to your fury.
One day I
I
will
want to
be
see what
released.
happens when a malevolent heart
Someday.
is placed into an unsuspecting
Alright.
Make no
Is this
mistake,
guy just
even
talking
without
to this man about
that
evil
pure,
spirits as he
innocent
dies?
puppet would only end up being used by someone
Probably.
else instead. What other reason would a human have for
Colored name
befriending one
tags.
who is not of our kind?
Shop. Underscore. Item spawn in level. Yeah, we
Damn,
need
this guy
that. We need the
dying.
shop item spawn in level.
Mhm.
Custom color. What is RU? Oh, it's a Russian version. We're not doing the Russian version. Zoomy eyes. Pokeball values. Valuables. I can talk. More shop items. I will not live without that mod. I refuse. Repo presents. Because I think those are silly.
Oh my fucking god, he
Minecraft.
fucking dead.
Oh my fucking god, he fucking dead. Minecraft chest sounds, because yes.
Oh dear god.
Mine.
Sorry, I'm reacting to that because I'm just like, oh, he'll gracefully fall down. No, he'll just
No.
flop.
He's dead. He's gonna just flop.
Wait.
Not that
Senior.
hard.
Wait. Senior Pello explosions. Change grenades, mines, and other explosions to Senior Pello screaming boom. No. While I would love that, no. Okay, I'm adding one in as a surprise. It's a silly one. It's not actually going to, like, affect us physically.
Well,
It
have
has to
you
do
ever
with the
seen-
huntsman.
Yippee!
Creating a gap
Anyways.
and infiltrating Inazuma's inner workings. What fun.
Oh, it was the
There's no
doctor.
Slenderman mod?
Yeah, I was the doctor.
Fuck you mean?
I'd like to
Hatman. Bing chilling. No. What? Zelda Moon mod. Hold up. What does that
Zelda?
do?
I feel like that would replace the head.
It does.
Easily.
Fuck that. We are not
No,
doing
thank
that.
you.
No. Nuh-uh.
One day I'll be done.
Ben Drown? This is the wrong game.
Fuck you doing here? Alright.
Dottore!
Okay, I have those. I don't need those. I need Repo
Bro,
Lib.
Aggie.
I already have Repo Lib. Surskit valuable. It's just one Pokemon out of 1,000 they just wanted. That's funny. More head utilities.
When I touched
I like
the
that.
doctor to confirm whether he'd eliminated all his segments, I read this memory in his mind. You have to admit, it must be the truth.
Maybe so.
Maybe more head plus would be fun.
Does it?
It adds other stuff.
That Niwa didn't betray you. He never meant for you to be the one to take the device.
Boy kisser cosmetics. Pardon?
Oh, God.
Okay.
Give him some space. He looks really mad. Paimon doesn't want to be anywhere near him right now. We need to give him some time to process.
Wait, sort. No. Filter categories. Monsters.
Why has that gotten him so worked up? Nobody has ever deceived you like that, Paimon.
Cosmetics.
It's natural.
Apply.
Difficult to understand.
Sharks?
He needed to learn this someday.
Nah, I don't trust that one.
Katsuragi took the kabuki mono to live with the people of Tatarasuna.
Reaper reimagined. Oh, no thank you. That's terrifying.
And that's when the trouble began. It was all a horrific experiment planned by the doctor. Everything he did was just to plant seeds of disaster in Inazuma that would bear fruit in the future.
Billy Cosmetics. That sounds silly.
The balladeer became the main test subject.
Hate it here. I hate it here in my brain.
You just saw in that memory. The doctor put Niwa's heart into the device and handed it to the balladeer. Then, he instructed him to enter the furnace and absorb all the filth caused by the smelting process. The load was far beyond what he expected, but the balladeer survived. He left the furnace in sheer exhaustion and said to the mechanic, "This device seems to have protected me. What's in it?" The mechanic answered, "Niwa fled this place for fear of punishment, but he left you a gift. He said it's the one thing that you've been looking for." He took it
I'm downloading so many things.
innocent servants. The mechanic removed the withered heart from the device as he spoke.
I sorted by most popular so that I could just speedrun grab all the things I want.
He'd been longing for his entire life. A heart acquired through cold-blooded murder is a cursed thing, but it has protected him from the filth. He thought Niwa had completely betrayed him, and yet this very betrayal had ensured his survival. Overwhelmed with anger and sorrow,
Okay.
Balladeer threw the heart to the ground and left Tatarasuna without looking back.
More revive HP, yes please. Big nuke, yes please. We are not doing Weeping Angel. Ooh, there's a free cam spectate? Do we want that or boinging around? Because I personally really like bouncing around.
Bouncing around, that's funny.
Mm-hmm. Oh, trust me,
Going
me
on
and
an
Jake were pissing
adventure.
off Mad Cat and their friend Bits the other day. Jake and I were like making a break for it and like being like, go, 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 because there were pits around us so we could jump in and our heads would fly around. We were being assholes and it was funny. Yippee duck. Lego gnomes. No limit chat box.
See how he's doing?
I love map vote.
That's a scary expression.
I love the walkie-talkie mod.
Are you worried about me? If we didn't have such a history,
Hello?
I'd almost think that qualifies me to be your
Funny.
It won't.
Silly weapon sounds.
My end of the deal.
I already like the weapon sounds though.
Hey, are you investigating the stuff we want to know about?
That's why we're here.
Okay. Alright. I'm gonna open it and see like what... Oops. Did not mean to bump the mic. I want to see what cosmetics are all in it real quick.
Okay.
Dart. Okay, Steam, you go ahead and update King. Pop off. Ooh, ooh, kill him. Ooh, ooh, kill him. What error? Brother, Steam has not moved. At all. Fuck you mean?
I guess I can share some.
Let me just open Steam on its... Like, Steam is right here. I do not understand the issue. Steam, there we go. Okay. Oh, Beppin's going. Holy shit. Damn. God motherfucking damn. Oh, God, flashbang. Honestly, the load time was not that bad. That's promising. But I need to make sure it has the cosmetic mods I want. Because I have two really good outfits, and I hope that they work. Host, yes. New game. Because then I can actually fuck around with cosmetics.
I wouldn't lie to you about this.
Oh. Okay, I'm missing one of my mods for cosmetics.
It wasn't from Irminsul, but was it valuable?
I don't know what it is, though.
Good. In that case,
Fuck.
Some time for myself now.
You know what I should add to my streaming playlist? Hat trick. I love it.
Lesser Lord
And now
Why's
I need
hat
to
trick?
find
My power's all but completely spent.
more head plus. Yup.
Why's hat trick?
I can't sustain this shield for very long.
What happened?
I shared a secret with you, and now you owe me. So in return,
Sure,
I'd
we'll
like
do
you
that.
to answer a question for me. Give me your hand. Can you hear my voice inside your head? No, I can't do anything like that anymore. At most, all I can do is exchange a few words with you. So tell me, in this world, is it possible to change the past?
Trying to find.
What happened?
No shot.
Hmm?
There's a Freebird Headman Chase mod.
Oh no.
I don't think we should do that, but it's
No.
really funny sounding.
I mean, you would know where the head is.
I suggest you get
When it's chasing someone.
Just imagine that in the distance of just Freebird and yelling.
But it just starts out of nowhere. Okay, I'm gonna try to hit start modded and see if I added the correct ones. I doubt it, but I'll figure it out. This is why I'm doing this while not funny buttoning. You know what I'm saying? How's that dialogue going for you, Pix? Still stuck?
Yeah.
Rip.
I have a feeling I'm almost done though. Hopefully.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Also, can Repo let me, like, click into it? Thank you.
I guess they deserve to be left alone. Luckily, everything can be set right. It's time to solve this once and for all.
Beep, 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 beep. Oh. Nope. I don't have either of the things. Damn it. I don't have any of the things. There's a lot of fun options, though. Like, a lot. Do I just have to reapply it, actually? Hold up. No, it's not that one.
What happened just now? I was suddenly cut off by some kind of power. It was the Balladeer's fault. He shut you out.
Ooh.
I didn't think he'd be capable of something like that with so little power left. Did he keep some of his power hidden when he was defeated?
Like, there's so many options.
Did he achieve something beyond his abilities, and it took everything he had? Where the heck did he go? Ugh, it's all our fault. We were supposed to keep an eye on him. Sorry, Nahida. Don't be. It's not your fault. Please, let me handle this from here, even though I'm not sure I can solve it. We're running out of time. Follow my lead and get out of Irminsul as soon as possible.
Sorry. I've just found something silly and needed to just see it a little closer.
This is an emergency.
There's a dipper hat. That's cool.
Stay here for now.
Dipper.
Everything's arranged, and nobody will disturb you. I'm sorry, but this isn't something I need your help with. Leave this one to me. An emergency? How bad is it? Nahida, will you be okay? Don't worry. If my assessment is correct, though there may be some minor disturbances, it won't lead to a disaster.
I could legit, though, just be a void.
Recover your strength here until I say it's
I'm not joking.
Her voice
Holy shit, that's terrifying. I am. You cannot see any of me.
He wants to change
Okay.
the past? But surely that's impossible. Right. You can't just rewrite history. All that stuff
Alright, time to go find all the other cosmetic packs. Because I want them, because they're pretty.
I'm a little mad. I missed people's assemblies today in the RPP's Minecraft server that I'm in.
Damn.
And I had promised somebody I'd be there, but I got there and it was like 30 minutes late, and I was like, oh, I guess I'm
Oh.
not going to people's assembly.
Pat pat.
Why is there a cease and desist?
What?
Yeah, so like the RP has like actual laws and stuff. So there's just random things. Okay, here, I'll start reading through the board. Like the board and the class fields are technically in character, so they actually happen in the universe. The boards are like where a bunch of notification goes, and the class fields are where like if you're like, oh, I'm hiring, oh, I'm selling this, oh, I want to buy this. And then there's a rumored section, which is kind of funny. Because sometimes you have serious rumors. Like, rumor has it someone from Grinwood may be stepping down from their position after serving a quite of time. And then, yeah, rumor has it one of the royal engineers is addicted to shrooms.
Oh.
It's just very back and forward on the rumors. But if I go, like, through the board, you have the people's assemblies, like, the notice to go to it, basically, and where to go find it. Regarding the silver mines, talking about how people are leaving the mines invisible and it's causing panic because there's been some murders with people running around invisible. There's a tournament happening soon. Regarding city decorations, and then suddenly just a random cease and desist from the king himself. Oh, that's the map art platforms. Did it pass? Did that bill pass? Hold on. Sorry, you're getting random lore bits of the Minecraft server now. I think the bill passed. It's a bit of a not a stupid bill, just a little annoying. Because most of it was reasonable. Am I heard? Yes, I'm heard. Like, basically, they're making a specific area that you can make map art, so it doesn't, like, obstruct other buildings and such, which is good.
Hell yeah.
But they're
Because map
making
art's
you
awesome.
Yeah, but they're making you rent it out. Like,
Oh.
2 stacks of silver a day, I think. I think
Damn.
that's what they said. And
Damn.
usually, map art pays, like, 4 stacks of silver, so you're basically paying half your profit to build the art.
Wow.
Though I don't know if in a people's assembly they passed it, but like lowered the renting money.
I'm released!
Let's go.
Finally!
Oops, I did not mean to browse data folder. I meant to change profile. Alright, and then let's see. Add this one. I
I'll
don't
be
know what this
back.
one does, but I add this one. Okay.
What do you mean there's a parade? There's a parade today? Oh, I guess I'm gonna have to miss it.
Okay, yeah, no, this one might take a bit to open. It's fine. Holy shit, that's a lot of cosmetics. Oh, it's speeding up. Oh, we're cooking. It's going fast. It's going vroom. There we go. So according to how long that took, I'm pretty sure all the cosmetics I want are in here. Okay. Let's see. Lag. Is it not sorted? Oh, no, it's not sorted. That's fine. I don't know what mod sorts it. I want. Yeah! It has the eyes I want. Yes. I want to look silly. But I also want to look cool. Like, it's a very difficult thing to pick between. Let's see. Egg. My eyes look silly. Wee! Okay. Garfield? What the fuck? Where are the horns? Ooh, those are different. Oh, those aren't the ones I want. Those are the horns I used. Okay. You know, I'm gonna stop fucking around. I'm gonna hit... I think I might hit a button. And then we can fuck around with cosmetics, maybe. I should probably send the profile code. Hold on.
Yeah, that's probably important. I will hit button in a
As I'm
few.
gonna wait. I might work on the cosmetics first.
Mhm.
Alright. Here you go.
A code.
Might take a bit to download, and I apologize in advance. However, we're gonna look stylish. Please tell me my tuxedo is here. Yes! Thank fuck. I needed. Whoa! We're not using those.
Oh, I see what you mean. It's just stopped at 50 for me.
Yeah, it'll take a moment. Limbs. Where's Void?
What do you mean error?
I'm a little guy. What happened?
I don't know. It has an error.
Oh. Also, I'm holding